Yeah, I don't see it on Facebook yet.
Take a minute. Yep, it's live.
No, I see it. I hear somebody.
I hear somebody too.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Oh, this is weird. Weird, I tell ya.
So actually, we were ready a whole three and a half minutes early. I got
no.
I got my my vMix social working. I didn't know I could do it before I went live. I didn't know I can activate it before it was live.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that takes a little pressure off. I always did it after we went live. Yeah. Even though it's a separate program, at least I can start it earlier than I thought.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So we just got 1% better.
I'll take it. It's the name of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. Does it look like I'm looking at the camera?
Yes.
I'm looking slightly down. How's my audio? I'm back to my old mic.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
That's just pretty. I don't know. Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be a little different. A little different setup, but I'm trying to improve my camera quality for you.
Oh.
Since you two have made all these improvements, I feel like I need to it did take some of the heavy lifting.
Which camera are you on?
This is the Elgato Face Cam.
Oh, face cam.
Instead of the inbuilt laptop camera.
Jaden says hello.
Jaden's in there.
Jaden!
He's in YouTube.
Hello, Jaden.
I can't
gotta
post it.
Oh, you should be able to push it in a minute. Oh, you can't. Right. Oh, touche. She got me.
I follow the rules. To
You got
what
me,
You
you got
say,
me.
honey.
You're the pusher. I'm not. You're the professional pusher. I'm not. So, good thing.
Usually when I get told something, I don't mess up afterwards.
Yeah.
I may mess up the first time, but not afterwards. I learned my lesson. All right. We're going to see if it holds out, huh?
Yeah, I checked the animation. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's see if it fires. I'm going to keep my finger next to the button. We really gotta pray. I've checked it like 5 times, man.
You did?
What's the over-under? Place our bets.
I think it's not gonna fire right.
I think it might.
Ye of little faith.
I have faith.
Yeah.
You have to have faith. All right. We're going to find out. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello. How are you doing?
Greetings. I'm fabulous. How are you?
Wow,
Doing
we're
good.
really doing the memo this week. This week we all have blue. Last week we all matte.
Good. Twice in a row.
It's deliberate, audience. It's deliberate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
We got our stuff together here.
Yeah.
I was laughing. We saw the video of your espresso,
Oh well, I saw the thumbnail.
the
But,
thumbnail, and I said, "Oh my god, if Matt Haas is doing the espresso, he'll be doing 50 videos in a day."
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, see,
Oh, and it comes with the
espresso.
Well,
With the-
no, I bought this out of my own money because I just wanted to make a cup on camera. Let me tell you. Oh my god. It smells like heaven.
Yeah.
I want this to be my pillow.
Is that the espresso maker that you've been wanting to get?
Well, I've been wanting a espresso maker, but I never pulled the trigger, and then one came along with the side hustle. So I'm like,
Sure.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Now, it's not a super high-end one, but even a low-end espresso maker is $250. So
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah, they're expensive.
yeah, I think that's kind of the floor. That's kind of where they start, and then they'll go up to 800, 1200. You know, you can really go crazy with it, but it's got all the functions you need. Not every bell and whistle, but it's got a lot. So we're gonna give it a go.
I think out of all my lifetime of drinking coffee, I've never really had an espresso until one night I went to a restaurant and I said, you know what? My sister was like, why don't you just have one? And I was like, okay.
Rocket fuel. Yeah.
My first one was in Manhattan. I was in Manhattan when I had my first espresso. Because I'm like, where's the rest of it? They're like, be quiet, Matt. You haven't tasted it yet. Just taste it first, and then we'll talk. So I was like, oh, I get it now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to drink it at one of my jobs. I don't know if I told you. One of the girls, they used to bring coffee from, I think it was from Colombia or something.
That's one of the best.
And it was extremely, like no milk, no nothing. And you would just do little shots of that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah, I used to do it with Jack Daniels.
oh, no.
Yeah, we used to call it speedballs.
Is that what they did?
Yeah,
Oh, I never knew.
because the caffeine and the liquor counteract each other. Get a speedball effect.
Oh, is that
Duke
why
it
they
out.
call it?
Yeah.
That can mess you
Yeah.
up really bad, though.
Mhm.
Especially
One's a
with
stimulant, one's a depressant. So it's like, oh boy. Yeah. Hmm.
So I'm looking forward to doing that video. I still just had a vision where I would just crank through videos today, and I think I only got 5 done. Not
Oh,
good.
really? Wow.
I need to step it up. Like I
Wow.
need to really and I have some hard videos to do tomorrow. I'm putting off the hard stuff. And they're starting to complain about it. They're like, we need these videos. And I'm like, oh, but they're hard. They're like, we don't care. We need to get them done.
Yeah.
All right. Just gotta do it.
Yeah,
Just
get
gotta
it.
do it.
It must be hard if you're the master at it, and you're saying they're hard.
Anything with its own iPhone app is a whole other level of complexity.
Oh,
Because
really?
you have to configure it, and then you got to take screen grabs, and then you got to explain it, and then you got to blur everything out. It's just a
Yeah.
whole different thing. And that stupid dash cam has a reverse camera that needs to be mounted on over the license
Oh,
plate,
yeah.
like I was talking about
Yeah.
last week, and it's just this is the way I work. If there's like one little obstacle, I'll just put pause. I'll just pause, and then I'll never come off pause. And I'm really trying to only take videos that I can do at the desk, beginning to end. I don't have to leave my video office. But then, I'm like, oh, there's a $50 grass leveling tool,
Yes.
one of those that used to sand around. I don't know why a rake costs $50, but they're like really expensive. I'm like, oh, okay, I need that.
Shiny object syndrome. Yeah.
And I have these little 4x4 posts with a wrought iron fence, just as a decorative fence in the backyard, just to separate the patio from the. It's nice looking, but they have these lights on the top, these little LED rechargeable by solar lights.
Yeah.
And I go to replace them at Home Depot, and they're $45 each, and I need 3 of them. I'm like,
oh wow,
I'm not doing that. And then 4 of them come across my screen for the side hustle. I'm like, I'll do that. So now, but see, that's not an in the office thing. That's I got to go outside and do things. But I'm like, and I just keep taking them for I don't know. So
Now the weather's getting a little nice. It's just that it might be warm. But...
yeah, but his speed is being inside on the desk. That's the thing. He's not getting the speed he wants to crank him out.
I know.
But you are right. It is nice out at least. At least it's not winter time and he's got to be outside.
True. I've done a lot of videos where I come in and my ears are cold, like they hurt because they're so cold, or I've done a lot of that. Christmas lights, a lot of Christmas lights setting up, and then put them in the yard, and it's real cold out. So yeah, at least that's
I was just thinking, because I know that you planted sunflower seeds, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Okay. So at the library, it's seed month or whatever. So we're giving out all seeds, and the customers can take seeds and make them at home.
Nice.
And it's amazing. They got sunflowers, they got mountain mint, and all these things. So in the beginning, they were giving them like in a little container, had the dirt, the whole 9 yards,
Oh,
and
really?
everything. But they ran out of real quick because whatever money they had for that. And now they just give the seeds out. So what they do is they want to get circulation. So each person that takes out a seed, we have a barcode. So we put it on the account so it circulates, and then we return it. So it counts.
Look,
What's the barcode for? I don't get
it counts as a book? What?
Huh?
It counts as a book?
Yeah, it counts as a book.
Do they got to bring it back?
No. But we just want to get the circulation, so they want the numbers to show.
Oh, they want to know how many they handed out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like a tracking mechanism.
Yeah. Because every customer that sends it, like if they check out 50 books, that all calculate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they want to
You can't track it otherwise, unless you have it.
So somebody's like, oh, after I make the plant and it grows, do I have to bring it back? No. I said, it's yours to keep. And then one little girl came back. She was like, my plant's not growing. I said, did you water it? She was like, yeah.
Sometimes it takes a little while before they start.
They expected, the kids, they expected to grow.
Yeah, overnight.
Overnight.
Yeah.
You
wake up, it's a big bush.
You see that little stem? That's what it's growing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you dig down, I probably. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, my dad told me a story when he was a child. He had a pumpkin seed, and he was watering it, and then the parents bought a whole pumpkin and just put it out there.
Oh my God.
Ken, look at your pumpkin plant. It was like a whole. He was so young, like he didn't know that was just store bought. But it stuck with him for years until he figured it out.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I went to a wedding and they had seeds on the table, along with Hershey Kisses and other little things that the guests could take. And I took the seeds and I planted them. And then my friend comes over and he's like, "Where'd you get those flowers, man?" I'm like, at the wedding we both were at. Those seats, I'm like, yeah. Like, well, I should have done that. I'm like, well, yeah, you should have.
Hey, anything for the thinking about at a
Yeah,
wedding you're
it's
supposed
free.
to take.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, at these seats I got at the wedding, like they had little instructions on them. I'm like, I just threw the instructions out, put them all in a bucket, and then they grew, and they're fine. They were annuals, so they didn't come up again. But they had two different types. They had two different types of plants.
One season's okay. Sure.
It's weird because I have seeds in the closet that because I bought more than I would ever need, and they say you should buy new seeds every season, but they've, in a cool, damp, dark place, they can go. I'm like, I'm going to put them out there, either going to grow or they're not, and but I had the teddy bear sunflowers, which is my favorite, and I had it in my pocket, and I went downstairs, and I was doing something, and I went to use them. I'm like, where'd they go? I lost them. I have no idea where they went. So I came back up and I got a different type of sunflower. So now, whatever those sunflowers are, it's going to surprise me because I don't know exactly. But I know they're not the teddy bear kind, but I don't know. So
that'll be
in
fine.
For a surprise.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. Like I'll just have something in my hand and then go do something, and then I go for it, and I'm like, what'd I do with it? Gone.
It goes to another dimension.
Stu
I say that all the time.
He loses his headlamp. He's like, I just had it. And we're both looking at the floor, and it's like it's right there.
Yeah. It's like another dimension opens up, and then it closes, and then it opens up again.
It's like I just had it.
All the videos I do, I have a little 8.5 by 11 piece of paper with my talking points on it. And I had 2 scripts downstairs in the wood shop. And I was halfway through the first one, and the paper disappeared. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm not walking, because I have to walk up 2 stories to print out another one. And I'm like, so I called up the digital document on my iPad and just memorized it and then just recorded it. But then when I was watching the footage back, I could see under the table the little piece of paper. I'm like, that's where it was. I was looking, I could not find it.
Yeah.
But the evidence of the video showed where it went.
Yeah.
Man.
That happens to me a lot too. I'll put something on top of something else, like not even realizing I'm covering it. And it's like, man.
No, but the best is the headlamp.
A technique. What's that, Laura?
When he loses the
I lose the headlamp, but at least it wasn't on my head.
No.
You know, when people lose their glasses and they're on head, where's my glasses? My mom used to do that all the time, man. We wouldn't say nothing. We just keep chuckling.
Mean.
Eventually, somebody would say it. Mom, they're on your head.
Oh, God.
It's like, just look up.
Yeah. She wouldn't feel them either. It's weird.
She had her little curls in her hair, so it would be in there. It's not like...
They say a technique to help you with that is when you put your keys down somewhere, imagine in your mind's eye the keys blowing up and visualize the fire and the smoke and the sparks and stuff like that and what's around it. And then the action of the memory, because it got to have something like action going. It can't just be like still image. It has to like something move. If you imagine that, then your brain can recall, oh, I blew up, it was on the side table. Okay, that's where it was. The kitchen table or the counter or the dining room. You know, it's like
there's enough information to grab onto instead of just the act of putting it.
Like,
I've never really tried to implement that.
Like I was telling Stuart about at work, a lot of customers, they leave their USB stick in the computer.
Horrible.
And it's like, how do you, like, if you put it in, you got to remember to take it out. And then the guy will be like, he'll call the next day and he's like, look, I left my USB there. Can you find out, like, on the camera, who took it? Where did it go? And I'm like, sir, that thing is gone. I mean, not to be mean to them, but nobody brings us USB sticks to us.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone. And he's like, yeah, but it's a little. I said, you could describe as much as
It's
you
not
want
gonna help.
to me.
Yeah.
No, nobody signed it in. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, like if you put your phone down, you remember to take it with you.
I actually have a tether on my phone. I can't, unless I manually unclip it, I can't lose it anywhere. Because I've done that. I've come back from BJ's Whole Foods, and I'm like, I was like, oh my god, I lost it. And then I look on the tracker, it's exactly on the counter where I was. But they were closed, so it must be under the counter. So I was like, they were closed all night. So I'm sweating it all night, going, fuck, if I get there in time, hopefully nobody else takes it. I got it back, and I was like, no, I'm going to make a tether for myself. I'm never going to do that again.
Like pure, and the battery kept it and everything. You just kept watching it all night.
Yeah, I was like, it's not moving. It must be under the counter. Yeah. Good employee,
that's
man.
What happened when my wallet and keys fell out of my pocket.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I used... No, my cell phone didn't. So I had... Because I put the cell phone in the cubby.
Yeah.
But I kept keys and I should have put all of it in the cubby.
Sure.
But, I felt weird abandoning it. Sure. Anyway, find my iPhone. I found the wallet, but not the keys. The keys were in the water. They were not happy.
At least you got some of it back. That's good.
But as I got close to the wallet, I kicked off the sound, and then I could hear it. And that's what made me go like the last 6 feet. I was following
that's awesome.
The tone it was making.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But the keys were running low on battery life. So
no.
If that wasn't the case,
well,
there may have been an opportunity. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, the water probably would have shorted it out anyway.
If that's where it was, because the next day I saw it was in the warehouse for maintenance.
Oh, I picked it up.
And I wasn't allowed in there. Some guy took my phone with Find My iPhone with the arrow, trying, because it was go left, go right, and I was like, it's somewhere in your warehouse, and he's like, it's not here. But if I would have been allowed in, I think maybe
start ripping stuff apart,
or a short circuit, and it was really in the water, but it was saying it was 900 feet north. Who knows? Maybe something.
Yeah, some kind of glitch.
Whatever the case is, I only have one key to my car. Just one. The spare is gone. And if you lose the key to your car doesn't work anymore. Like, it will not work. So it's like, I dare not. It's like you can't go to the key store and go get another one. You've got to special order it, and it'll take a couple weeks. What am I going to do? Replacement keys are like $200.
Yeah. Yeah, don't lose the last one. Yeah. Because
they'll have to come with a new fob, and the fob needs programmed. And,
oh yeah.
It's not just
not like the old days.
Piece of metal. Anyway.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, on another note, I did my elder care installation the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My body's I'm out of shape. My body's killing me today.
No cameras in the restroom were there? No. But they want one in the hallway, and I'm like, see how the first 3 are and see if you really need it. Yeah. They still want more. So it's like, just pump the brakes, see how it goes. Yeah. They were all surprised. They were like, you can play back the video? I'm like, yeah. I showed one lady, there was my original contact, and then another lady was there when I was doing the installation, so she didn't know all the features. So I wound up. She was going to be the master account on the thing, and I had to tell her how to share it with other people. So you have to put them on a list to share the cameras onto the app onto other people, and how to use the app and how to do everything from scratch. So you wind up, it's like a class you got to do for everybody, but there's only one person there, so that person has to
try to teach the other people. And I felt bad for her. I was like, "You sure you don't want anybody to come over right now? Because I can really help you get through this." Yeah, so it was an interesting day. Very nice people. I didn't get to meet the actual senior. She's not home yet. I think she's still in some kind of care unit. 94.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. So, what was it? I had to use, instead of the covering, they're wireless cameras, which I don't like to do, but in those situations where they work pretty good, the ones that I picked out, and I hide the wire for the power going down to an outlet with like a 1-inch plastic white track. So you can't, and it has a sticky back, but you can't just do sticky back. You have to put screws in it too, because the sticky fails after a while. So you got to take your time and do the right thing, and then making sure. I wish I had my laser. I wish I didn't get my laser yet, so I use a level, trying to get it straight down the wall. Eventually,
my
I'll do it.
laser's up on Facebook Marketplace. You want to buy mine?
Oh yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
I can ship to Queens.
Yeah. Because it's funny with the level, I have to do each piece that I put up. I'm trying to level it, and I'm not getting it as straight as I can. Eventually, I'll do the level. Do the laser. Yeah.
You should buy my unit.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I didn't even take a look at it. So. Yeah.
I thought you looked at it, no?
No, we were meaning to. We spoke about it, but I didn't look at it. Yeah.
I'll give you the webpage. It is not an Amazon product. It's sold on a third-party website.
Oh yeah.
Like from the manufacturer, but it's really nice.
So how did it get onto your radar if it's not Amazon? I thought you were all Amazon. Oh.
Except for that one, I am.
Okay.
Well, a lot of times the thing will be you need to give me the MP4 and you can upload it to Amazon as a shoppable video. But some are just Amazon only. And every now and then I heard there's ones where it's not Amazon and it's just the MP4. So one came across my desk, and I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't a over $200 level. It's an expensive product.
Yeah.
How much is calling it up now?
Oh, so another interesting thing on that install. So I'm on Android phone, and she's on an Apple phone, and the app is actually slightly different. That I couldn't get the views the same way. So I'm showing her. I was like, "Yeah, the images can be stacked," and she's like, "It's not stacked on mine." And I'm like, "I'm trying to get it to look the same way, and I couldn't." So I was just like, "Well, I guess they didn't port it out exactly the same." The lady's just looking at me like, "Huh? You can't get it to look the same?" I was like, "No." I said, "The only thing I can think of is that you're Apple and I'm Android."
But normally you wouldn't do that. The two things wouldn't be the same, would it?
I've seen that before with the Amcrest app.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Android development is much more difficult because there's so many different hardware stacks. There's the Samsung, there's the Google, there's the straight Android, there's the there's the and it as a developer, you've got to load your app in all of them, and then like sometimes the text will wrap differently, where there might be 5 words in the paragraph and the 6th one's on the bottom, and then a different flavor would have 4 words and 2, so that's the type of weirdness that can happen when you develop for Apple.
I've heard it. Yeah.
That's why a lot of apps will be available on iOS first, and then the Android apps will lag behind. It's just because the development takes
there's just so much more to do. Yeah. No, I understand.
To QA. Yeah.
Yeah.
To quality assurance.
Yeah. It's just how do you? It's hard to explain it to somebody in the field. It's like, well, how come the apps aren't the same? It's like it's just not. I can't
Well,
explain
see,
it.
as part of your
I didn't make
business,
them.
you need to
I didn't make them.
See,
Yeah.
now you have a justification to buy an iPhone because you need it
No.
for work.
No.
Well, it works fine for me.
And the best part was, what was it? She had the small one.
Oh, she had little freaking
The little one.
iPhone, tiny. I don't know what model, but it was so tiny. Next to my phone, I'm holding it, trying to show her the difference.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think.
It's
It's
like-
gonna be like one of the.
It's like my phone
This
had
is
a
your phone right here.
yeah.
Hello.
It's like my phone had a poop, and it was the iPhone.
Oh, hey now.
Had to get my dig in there. Boom.
Yes, you got the rim shot.
Yay.
The Stuart Rivera audience, we are stepping up the quality of entertainment here.
Sure.
So
Doing it for the audience.
just out of curiosity, what tonight episode number? Are we getting close to 52 yet?
I think we're 49.
We got.
We're still in the 40s. 49.
We're still.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I always forget. I got a brain like a steel sieve.
No.
Everything just falls through.
I like when I talk to something. He's like, "I'm gonna ask you in 2 minutes again." I said,
Yeah.
Come on.
We were talking about transferring some money, and she'll give me a figure, and I'm like, I'll ask you in like 2 minutes.
And I forget, and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, you did. You forgot. You were like, I'm not sure, and then it took you a minute.
He's like, "Do you want to count the money?" I was like, "No, I know what it is. I just couldn't think of the
Yeah.
number."
See, now I actually remember it was 362. Right? Yeah. See, now it's stuck in my head. When you want to remember, you can't do it. It's the whole
No.
thing.
That's like when you walk in a room, you're like, "What did I come in for?"
Yeah.
Literally go back out and then come
Yeah.
back. Oh, that's what I came in for.
Yeah. So then I got a gas station I gotta do as an installation. I think it's like, I'm guessing it's almost 16 cameras.
16?
Yeah, well, the machine's gonna be 16. I counted at least 9 outside
Wow.
on Google. I can see the location on Google. So
A
yeah.
lot.
Yeah. They said some work, some don't, and then maybe they scrap the whole system. So I was just like, oh, we'll see when we get there, I guess. And the guy was like, I was supposed to call you a month ago. I lost your number. I was like, well, I'm working for because friends called me and said expect his phone call. So I never got the call in over a month. So he kind of fessed up to that, and I was just like, well, I'm working for the next I got jobs for the next couple of days, so I can't get over there. He's like, no, whenever. He goes, I practically live there, so don't worry, just stop by. And I was just like, all right. So I haven't gone there yet. Maybe 2 more days I'll get over there. And I was like, he took his time. I'll take my time too.
Tell him about the other one too, where you went for the pizza.
Pizza.
When you went to Joe and John's, and the guy stole your shirt.
Yeah. So I got my shirt on, the Stuart video, and the owner of the pizzeria, this really good pizzeria we like, the guy's like, hey, how you doing? You here for food, whatever? I was like, he figured he's just doing his hospitality spiel. And the next thing I know, he's got his hands on my shoulder and he's, Stuart video. He goes, let me ask you some questions. I was just like, what? He's like, how do they do it? How do the restaurants, the bars do all the TVs? And I started explaining generally how it's done. And he goes, I can't get them all in sync. And I'm like, well, you got your cable boxes. I don't understand. What do you mean? He goes, no, I'm streaming. And I said, well, that's the problem, because there's a buffer into streaming that loads up data and then it'll start playing the file. So you can never get 2, 3, 5, 10 TVs in sync. You're not even going to get 2 in sync because you're streaming.
But so he's not doing live television, live sports.
He is, but through streaming.
Streaming how?
A streaming app.
Like
He's
through
got like one of these Fire Sticks type things. He mentioned the name of the company. I can't remember it. Yeah. So he
has like one cable box and he's pushing the output to.
No, he has no cable. Well, he has cable boxes, but he's not using the cable boxes. He's using the streaming because they wanted like $900 something or $1,000 a month for all the TVs if they all had their own boxes. So he said, "The hell with that." He's going to use the streaming device on each TV. So he's not using.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one source has to have a cable box on it or something.
Yeah, but that's not what he's using. So he's streaming or a streaming app on the TV, maybe the smart TVs. He just mentioned that they're
so
streaming.
He has like Fire Sticks that has like the NBA app, and he's running the app on all of them.
Yeah, but
each TV has its own Fire Stick. In other words.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Or the app, or the app built in because it's a smart TV. Maybe he's using some kind of app.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way,
I thought it was like a distributed thing where he had one computer that pushing it out.
No, but that's what he should have, and then he'd have them in sync.
Okay.
But to do that, you'd have to do a lot of wiring, and you have what they call a matrix switch. So you can have, if you have 10 cable boxes with 10 TVs, you can mix and match what's on each TV. It's a matrix switch, which is normally how it's done. But I was like, with the streaming, you'll never do it. You'll never get them in sync. So he was like, "How about if I get the cable boxes to my upstairs apartments that I rent and send the cable down here?" And I said, "You still have to ask for like 5 cable boxes or whatever you need, and that's going to be a little suspicious because they're going to come deliver them, and you got like 2 bedrooms and you're getting like 5 boxes." And he's like, "Oh, I wonder how much the fine is if I get caught."
No, don't.
He's like, "I wonder how much the fine is if I get caught." And I said, "Yeah, I would look into that first because I don't think it's worth it, man." Yeah.
But it was just so funny because he was doing the job that he went for. He says, "I need a break because I haven't really eaten."
I went to go eat after the other job.
And he's like, "I got my shirt on," and then they asked questions.
I forgot the part. The guy was like, "Oh, you got a business card?" And I was just like, "No, man, I just dumped all my tool bags and came straight out. I had my shirt on because I'm starving." He's like, "Oh, okay, man." Yeah, he took my number anyway on his phone. He was like, "Oh, maybe we can do some business together." I'm like, "This guy's trying to he's trying to get, like call a cable guy, trying to get extra channels." That's what I felt like. You ever see the movie Cable Guy? "I'll set you up, pal." Like wink, wink. We give you the extra channels. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Oh, you want the deluxe package, huh? Wink, wink, wink.
They said at least the shirt worked for a reason.
Yeah, at least the shirt worked. It's funny.
Especially nowadays, video is like the biggest. You do video? Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Let me see what we can get.
Well, that's why I had to put installations because sometimes I had Stuart Video a couple of times, and they were like, "Oh, are you a producer or some kind of production for video?" And I was just like, no, installations. Yeah, with an S.
I should have never. I feel so bad. I
No,
feel so
don't
bad.
worry.
I beat myself up. When I go to sleep, I'm like, I should have never done it.
It changed my whole graphics, and that S. I don't know. I remember telling you that I couldn't fit it in the cutter because it changed all the sizing of everything. I was like, "Oh my god, it was a nightmare."
I mean, for what it's worth, the singular does work.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, to tell you the truth, the shirt that I had on to that story was the singular. I didn't throw the shirt away. Yeah.
As like a web developer and like a UI designer, I hardly ever use the plural of anything. Like column names and field labels and things like that. It's always singular.
Yeah.
Unless it warrants it, but in most cases, it doesn't warrant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
It's like ever since I got the new phone, my cellular phone, it has the feature of fixing autocorrection of how to actually speak. So like if you put "how am I" and then it should be the punctuation, it's a comma or whatever. It's just like,
Oh, you gotta love that stuff. Yeah.
oh yeah, but it's like all along I
grammar.
was typing the wrong way. Or,
Yeah. Grammarly, I use regularly.
A lot of people get the possessive apostrophes really throw people a lot of times.
Yeah. I stick with Grammarly. I'm terrible.
But
Yeah.
I like it because it's for regular text and I can use it for the messenger too.
Yeah.
It's just in there, so I haven't changed it.
Yeah. Yeah. I broke my phone case. That's another thing. Okay. At least I didn't break the phone.
I would
That
think
just-
we would have been
Mine's-
more upset about the phone.
Mine's beat up. Well, these new damn iPhones, they have this stupid slider. So the phone case is all thin and notched
Oh,
out,
wow.
and it's all ripped up.
The
It's
slider?
complete.
There's a slider on
Yeah,
it?
they have this stupid new hardware button where, like, if you click it, it's like the shutter button, or if you're in camera, you can slide it one way or the other,
Oh,
and
I
it'll
never knew
zoom.
that.
I didn't know that.
It's
Oh.
nobody uses that hardware button. It's faster just to use the screen
Yeah.
interface.
It's like the button
But
that we have with the Bixby. Bixby.
Yeah, nobody used unless you hit it 20 times by accident.
We hit it by accident. It's the only time when you turn it off. Oh, fuck you, Bixby. Yeah,
So you can't.
you
get
got
a-
your own Bixby button.
You can't get a regular case that would close it. Like,
No,
would
because it
cover-
won't fit the phone.
Huh?
It won't fit the
'Cause
phone.
all the cases have it notched out, so you can touch that hardware.
Yeah, it's specific.
but
If you don't,
it's scooped.
yeah,
It's scooped out.
it's
See,
meant for that model phone. That's it.
Wow.
It makes it really weak. Look, this is all beat up here,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna pull out. Right.
and it's actually cracked too. It comes
Yeah.
apart. But this rubber sort of holds it in because this is like an
Mhm.
external rubber.
Yeah, that's how mine is. The OtterBox. Yeah, right.
Anyway, I've never used that stupid hardware button because it's just product design. You have to add something new so people will buy the thing because it has
Yeah.
the new thing on it.
I remember I was
It
telling
doesn't matter
that,
what the thing is.
I was telling that to Laura that the phones hardly have anything to change anymore because they've done it all already.
Yeah.
So they try to
Well,
put these
it's-
little wow things in. Yeah.
It started with cars. They used to put fins. It's the same car, but the new model has fins. So you need to get that's the inside joke.
Good example. Yeah. Exactly.
Like mine has the little thing for where you can do the plug-in, but I
Okay.
never use for the charger. Like it has the little thing.
Oh, the flap.
USB-C.
Yeah, so you can slap.
Oh,
But I don't use this. I always put it on the.
Oh, the magnetic charger.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I put it on the fast charger,
No,
and it does.
I use this charge button, and I always razor blade off that stupid
Yeah,
door.
Yeah. Eventually, it gets
First
in the
thing I
way.
do
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is razor blade it off.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
since I
And
don't
I made a
charge-
video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I made a video on awesome wood things years ago about how I modify my OtterBox cases, and I still do the same technique. The amount of hate that I got in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
You're a woodworker. You're gonna get dust everywhere. I've ran these phones for 2 years until I buy those, and they're fine.
The dust
The
in the
dust
charge.
never was a problem.
Dust in the charge port. It's funny.
I'm just like, no.
You use your air compressor to blow it
Now
out.
I'm getting asked for like kitchen knives. See, a
Yeah.
kitchen knife is not something that I can do in the video office, but they're how much are they? $85? 59. They're $60 knives. See, this is the thing. Future Matt and Current Matt fight with each other. Current Matt says, "Oh, $60 product, I'll take it," and then Future Matt gets the product. I'm like, "Can you pass Matt?" First world problems, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did something fun today.
What?
So for dinner, I cooked on hamburgers on the grill. Okay, no biggie. But I got the replacement griddle in the mail. The actual grill part.
Oh, you did order it. Wow.
I ordered it, and it was the perfect dimension in one way, but not the other way.
Yeah.
I broke out the angle grinder. I sawed it off, and it works.
That's
It works.
good.
Yeah, good.
I'm out there in the back with the full face shield, with the hearing protection, with the mask, with gloves.
Yeah. Sure. That you should have took a video of. That would have been interesting.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. After I did it,
It sparks, baby, sparks. You gotta show the sparking.
When I was done, I had the vision in my mind, because I was gonna put the. Here's the way my producer mind works. First scene is the grill, and then the oversized griddle goes on top of it, and it's like that doesn't work. And then next thing you know, sparks. And then the last scene is you put it in and it fits perfect. It would be like a 5-second video. But
Yeah.
It would have
Yeah.
been so cute.
Sure.
But I thought of it after I already cut it, so I'm like, too late.
Yeah.
You can't put
I
it
do
back
that
together.
too.
Yeah, that's true. Too
I
late.
do that sometimes. You like this, and this, and then you should have did it when you did it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I do have good ideas, and it just doesn't work out because I put a new saw blade in my saw, and I had tape, masking tape was the product. Okay, so I wanted to tape a piece of wood and then run the blade through the tape, and it doesn't tear out the wood, doesn't have the little jaggies.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it without the tape, and it was perfect. I'm like, oh, it's a new saw blade. Of course it didn't do the tear out. So on the video, I found a piece of wood with tear out, but I didn't show myself cutting it. I'm like, this is what happens when you don't use tape. And then I put the tape on and ran it through, and this is what happens after. So but I couldn't get the tear out to work on camera.
Yeah, well, you made the point.
All right, she's asking me, should I do the kitchen knives? They're Japanese kitchen knives, a set of 4 professional knives, $70. Or was it $60? $60. Yay or nay?
Right.
Was it Damascus?
It looks like Damascus, but it says ultra sharp, high carbon stainless steel. But it does look Damascus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm. That's a nice set to have, no?
Yeah, it would be a wonderful set to have. But I don't want to make the video. I'm going to say no.
You can make steak. Cut up
He
the
already
steak.
makes steak. Another reason to
Yeah.
buy steak, you mean?
Well, I didn't, elaborate on that part.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it's
also
interesting.
getting this I want to do. This is a tripod stand.
Oh, I'd be
And
so
it's also
paranoid.
for
I'd be
music.
Paranoid to dropping a laptop. Ugh.
Yeah, but I think I could find a use for it, and it's also for sheet music too. And I have a piano, I don't.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I need more tripod type things, stands, and because I always like I need something like right here. Like how do I put something like right there conveniently? Oh, I can have that little table, little
Yeah.
telescoping table. You'd be surprised how
Yeah.
often I'm like,
Yeah. I get it.
this thing needs to go right here, but I can't float in space because we don't have anti-gravity yet. So
We don't?
Yeah,
if we do, I'm adding it to cart immediately.
Oh, so answer the question from last week when with the toner, the ink.
She got
It's
update.
25%.
She can order cartridges at 25%.
At 25%.
Toner cartridges, I meant.
For the
The
public,
toner cartridges.
for the computers at work.
Remember, we didn't have an
Talking about
answer
last week.
between 0 and what percentage she was able to order.
Okay. For how much use they have.
Yeah,
So
They said
if
one at
they're-
25%.
25% left. She can order. And then there's a book. There's a book they log in what they've ordered. There's a folder. I mean, there's a folder there. The green folder that would tell the next person what was ordered.
So the question was, she hesitated because she was like, well, I only ordered it in April. She replaced it in April. So May, June. But I said, if you have, how many people come in a day? If they print 20 pages within an hour, that can go pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's no set. There's no set like, oh, it happens every 2 months.
Yeah,
You could have a
so-
big surge of people,
Right,
and then
yeah.
you're empty.
Yeah.
So she's trying to do it like, oh, it's averagely every 2 months, but it's an average.
All right, I get it now. So if it's 26%, you can't order. If it's 25
Yeah.
or lower, you can order.
Exactly.
But if that one runs out, you'll have one in the closet. The one you
Right,
order
yeah.
is the one
yeah,
to
right,
replace the closet.
right,
Right.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
I
And
get
then,
it.
of course, the question was, oh, but I told you about the blue folder that was underneath. Either way, if you told me or not, my memory is not always so good. Because if you're on vacation, you should be like, hey, look, the blue folder's under here to check toner.
Okay. Now here's what my professional self is doing because I'm a business analyst. Why don't, instead of you tracking it in a folder, put it in a Google Doc and then share
yeah,
the
and-
Google Doc?
That would be, yes.
And that's not happening because why?
But I have, Pias, he's
That's
one
not
of
an
our
answer.
specialists also, Stuart. Did I tell you about?
What? Say it again?
Pias.
Yeah, P.S. Your coworker. Yes.
Yes, my coworker. So I'm going to mention that to him because he likes to make spreadsheets and stuff.
Oh, so mention it to him. The Google
so I'm
Doc.
going to
Yes.
mention it to him.
Okay. That's an answer. At least trying to get it.
Like he
Done.
like I mentioned to him about our calendars, that we should have a calendar every month. So now he does that every month. And we have a calendar. I've only been in the system in that library 10 years. We've never had a calendar.
Yeah. Yeah.
For programs. So
And then it's still, with all these things in place, it's still up to the diligence of the person to actually do it.
Hmm.
To actually write it in the folder. You know what I mean?
Or enter the Google Doc.
Enter the Google Doc, which we'll see.
yeah, that's a great idea. I'm definitely mentioning that on Tuesday when I go back. Well, he's not there Monday. So.
This solution you bring forward could put you in good standings and get future raises because you're bringing such good ideas to the library.
And I get to teach my first class on Tuesday.
Yay!
Yay!
I'll be there.
Well, in spirit, we'll be there anyway.
I'll show up in person. Hi, Miss Laura.
Yeah.
Do I double click or single click?
Well, that's what we got. We got an older couple, and we're gonna work on the clicking again with them to see, because they didn't get that down packed.
I would make a lot of solutions with FileMaker Pro or on the web, and I would teach my colleagues how to use it. And everyone would double click every link. I'm like, why are you double clicking links on the web? You're hurting my brain. Just click it once. It opens. Double click.
And
There's a
then
button. Double click the button.
Mhm.
Why are you double clicking?
And then the other problem is, which we're going to try to do maybe 2 classes a month, because they do it last month and then they forget about it by the next month. So it's like, you're lucky they even remember to come to the class.
Yeah, it's only a handful of students anyway. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, his phone is blowing up.
Well, this is like China time. They're waking up now, so they're.
Oh yeah. That's true. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, China is 12 hours different, right? So their morning is now.
Yeah, so it's
'Cause I used to-
9:30 almost in the
I
morning.
used to laugh when Mr. Dai used to go to China, and I'd be texting him at night, and he'd be like, "It's morning here."
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you want to talk to someone, you got to get up early in the morning or late at night, and this is late at night when things start happening. But if I have a question, I'll put it at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m., like in the afternoon after lunch, and then it won't be until 7 o'clock at night till I get the answer, which is fine. But it is what it is.
Let's see something. I'm gonna change the screen. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
B&H is doing a build expo. This is their second one. They're doing it at the Javits Center, 17 to 18. It's supposed to be pretty big. It says New York's largest gathering of photographers, content creators, and filmmakers to electrifying days of inspiration and education. They're doing classes and speakers and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to that. Then they have
They spelled build wrong.
well, I'm trying to make it unique, I guess. Did they? Yeah. Well, that's how it's pronounced.
Is that supposed to be like guess.
I guess.
Build. We're sending you an invoice. BIL.
Build is sending you an invoice, yeah.
But you said they called you, right? Because they said you went.
No, B&H called me.
Oh, B&H called you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were like, we noticed you signed up for Expo last year. Are you going to go this year? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. She was like, yeah, well, we're having one. Check out the website, sign up. I was like, all right. I was just surprised that B&H actually called me for that. I was thinking like I won something or something. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
I'm going to go to the website now.
Oh, did you need that?
No, BILDEXPO.
Yeah, buildexpo.com. Yeah.
How much is a ticket?
Oh, it's free.
It's free.
Free.
They rented 2 days for free?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go, man. Not the only reason, but it's in my town and it's free. Yeah, man.
Well, it's in the town over from you.
Yeah. Well, I consider it the same, but yes, you were right.
Do I know any of these people? I don't know
The only
if
one I
know any
remember,
of-
the only one I recognized was
Peter McKinnon.
McKinnon. He's the only one I recognize,
Nice.
but I'm not that versed in photography. Even though there's a lot of video, I wouldn't know who's the good creators and not. I'm not that versed in everybody else.
Ooh, they got the different tracks. Let's see. Photography, content creation. Hello. Now you're talking my language.
Can
there's
anybody
more.
sign up?
Yeah.
Presentations, experiences, workshops. Register today. Okay.
I don't know if it's always going to be free, but this is their second one.
Let's see.
Yeah.
How are they
The,
making money? June 17 and 18. June is a Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know the business model of it. I don't know how they're making money either. a good question. They have events after and stuff on the Circle line that I'm gonna try to get tickets for. Open bar, DJ for like 2 hours. Going around Manhattan on the river. That's supposed to be part of it. But you gotta register.
You register. What is it?
The Circle line. They're gonna have DJs, hors d'oeuvres, and drinks going around Manhattan for 2 hours.
Well, why wouldn't you want to do that? That sounds awesome.
No, I am gonna do it. That's what I'm saying. But I gotta register to get the tickets. They're saying it on the 9th.
Which
on the
day
9th,
is it? Is it
on the 9th, you gotta go. They gotta go, but that not everybody can fit. So you gotta try to get the tickets for the Circle line at the expo on what's called the 9th. It's before the expo on Jacob Javits. You go in there on the 3rd floor. There's a registration desk. You got to go to that desk and register to get. I don't know if I'm gonna get a ticket for Laura. I'm gonna try to go Monday for the Circle line thing. Maybe you register and I'll try to get one for you. If you're going.
I have to go up to Manhattan on the 9th to try and register and then come back on the 17th and 18th to go to the conference.
Boy's here.
Well, have me armed with your registration. That's all.
Hey, Towboy. What's up?
Hey, Towboy. What's happening?
Long time no see.
Boy.
Oh, boy.
Let's go.
I don't have the sound effect.
I don't have him on this computer
Towboy
either.
said send him a link for, I guess, the show. Is that what he's talking about?
Matt's quicker on the draw.
I'll give it to you,
What do you
Towboy.
need
I
the
got
link
you.
for? To join?
I got you.
Or?
Yeah, he wants to join. Send me a link. That's what he's saying.
I thought he was looking for the.
Oh, link to.
Should he-
So link, maybe a link to the build thing.
That's what I'm
Should he
confused
be
about.
call 2? Call 2?
Yes.
I'm call 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura's right. Maybe he was asking about the Build Expo.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'll
thinking.
send them both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I'm gonna go to the Build Expo. If Towboy, maybe you go to the Build Expo too. He likes traveling. Maybe he'll travel.
I'm on vacation that week, so Stu was like, "Oh, he's signing us up."
Yeah. Well, it's near water and everything in Manhattan. You don't have to stay at the expo all day. You can just hop in
What
and
do you
hop
say?
out.
I'm
That's what I
here.
do.
Link. Here.
Here,
To the
link
show.
to the show. I don't understand that one.
I sent him both links.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. He's already in here.
He's here.
There he is.
Hey.
Yeah, he's real
What's
fast.
going on, guys? How y'all doing? Give me one
Hey.
second. Let me swap out cameras.
We're doing good, tall boy. We're doing real
Why
good.
won't it let me switch out the cameras?
It should. VMix Advanced should.
You have
Could
to
be
join and it'll kick you out and put you back in. Just do it real quick.
There we go.
Yeah, you should be able to. Figure it out.
Black magic. Where's my black magic?
I was gonna say you are the black magic.
There he is.
Yeah, that looks better.
Oh yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Well, great. We're fabulous. Hope you're doing well. Are you holding down Atlanta? Making sure everyone's
I've
doing
been-
what they
I've
need to
been
do?
staying out- I'm trying to slow down. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. One. Now, where's my audio?
Yeah, Matt, you should sign up for. You should sign up, man.
It's hard to get there in midweek like that because I'd have to.
Oh, that's true.
It's-
Right? Yeah.
Like if I could do like a 4-day weekend, would be easier than
Where's my
go to work
audio?
Monday,
Where's my audio on that?
go off Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's true. That's true. I forget you got the job to do. Yeah. Well, it's an event. I figured I'd bring it up.
And it's free. I like free.
what I
When is
like-
Build Expo?
The Build Expo for B&H is having at Jacob Javits Center.
When?
June 17 through 18.
Oh,
Tuesday and Wednesday.
sorry, but won't be able to make that. But believe it or not, I just booked my ticket to New York for August 13th. I believe that's a Wednesday. So
Oh.
hopefully you guys can make some time. Tammy and I are going to fly up just for the morning or for the day. We're going to catch the first flight out and out of Atlanta, and then we're going to catch the last flight out, and that's it. So maybe Wednesday's the middle of the week. I know you guys got to work. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
maybe
you
you
give
guys
us
can
an
make time.
advance,
Yeah, a little warning.
if
This
you
is a
give
warning.
advance,
This is a warning.
I can take off.
Yeah,
can take off the day.
confirming that August 13th is a Wednesday. Whatever that day is, that's a Wednesday, the 12th or the 13th, whatever. I just booked the ticket last night.
It's a Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah,
Interesting.
Southwest had a 50% off sale, so I bought a ticket and was like, well, let's just go for the day. We watched that movie called Nonas on Netflix.
Nonas.
Yeah, it's a great Italian movie on Netflix. We watched it last night, and she got all inspired and neither here nor there. They're closed, so she should have said Saturday. We could have just went Saturday, but I booked it for Wednesday. And so something about going to the market, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna let her do that, but she wants to go to the zoo. So I'm gonna let her go to the Bronx Zoo if that's what she wants to do. But because I think it's like a discounted day or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, one day is free to get in.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's free. Okay, I thought it cost like a discounted rate. Okay.
Yeah. So once a week, I think it's Wednesday. They have no
I
charge
didn't know
for.
that. Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but every single person goes on that day.
Yeah.
So if you have a family of 5, you bring your whole family.
Compared to the cost to go to the zoo,
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
I would think that Wednesday would be the day. So there won't be no show that day. We'll probably pre-record or we'll just say no show. But I'm gonna fly up. We did it once before, and it was, man. When I tell you, I love the rush. You know, you get up first thing in the morning, hustle and bustle. You go through TSA pre-check and you get on the flight and you land, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, y'all's time, and we're literally like hustle and bustle, like morning rush hour of New York, like get in where you fit in. But I didn't know that the subways, they're underground, so there's no internet connection, and I'm like, I have no connection.
Yeah. Only in the stations. Yeah.
Like
no internet for 45 minutes.
In between stations, in between stops, you get internet for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So now I know to download whatever Netflix movies or YouTube songs that I want, have it already on my phone.
Yeah.
And so I did. The last time I did it, we got off the plane and I went and took a train straight to Staten Island, to the Staten Island ferry, so I could take pictures of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And that was a really dope experience for me. So I loved it. And
the ferry's a good ride. Yeah.
so by the time I literally got off the ferry, and I just took pictures on the ferry. I didn't go to the Statue of Liberty. By the time I got off the ferry, she was just now landing because her flight got delayed because she was flying on Delta. So I had like from 8 to 10 o'clock, I want to say, to do whatever I needed to do. And we met in Manhattan like literally around the same time. So I was like, that was perfect timing. So a straight shot from LaGuardia to the ferry and then back to Manhattan, and I think we were like maybe about 4 blocks away from the New York Public Library, where they had the Bill of Rights there.
Yeah.
So we went and saw that because they said the original Constitution was there. So but they had changed it. They had changed it out, and when they changed it out, they put in the Bill of Rights. So I thought that was really cool, just to say, oh, wow. And then they had some great other cool artifacts that were in there as well. So, yeah.
Cool.
Man, you should come up with 13th, man, and make a day out of it. Make a day out of it.
Yeah, your audio's going
Sammy,
in. The audio's going in and out a little bit.
Oh, I was coughing. I didn't want you to hear me
Oh.
coughing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe we
that
get
sounds like
Sammy.
fun.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah,
Yes, Sammy.
get Sammy. You. Who else is on the East Coast? Is anybody else on the East Coast?
Not that I know of, but
Roy
there's not
is
many.
in South Carolina, but that's East Coast.
Yeah.
That's far
Well,
away.
maybe he might come. He might be willing to. Him and his wife might be willing to come up. You never know. But yeah, they had a great
It's
deal.
easy to get to. The train station's right in my town, well, Harrisburg, and it takes you right into Penn Station.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so jealous of you, Matt. I always see those movies of people riding the train in from other cities, and they're like, "Oh yes, I'm in New York." You know, the little love movies, and they like live like 2 hours, 3 hours outside, but they ride the train in every day to go to work. And then that one guy where he was learning how to ballet dance, and his wife thought he was cheating on her or something like that. But she lived far out in like the country, on the countryside of another state, Pennsylvania, whatever it was that she was doing. I was like, oh, Matt, that's kind of cool. You could just ride the train right into NYC, man. No need.
Well, for what it's worth, I am the first stop of the train, and then the Manhattan in Penn Station is the last stop. So I travel the whole line.
Wow.
Like I'm not jumping on in the middle. It starts in Harrisburg and ends at Penn Station.
Wow. How long is it? How long is the train ride?
4 hours, something like that.
Oh, it's long. Wow.
Because it takes so many stops. If it was straight through, it'd be much faster.
They don't have a speed train.
Bullet train, right?
No, many stops.
No, because look, here's a funny story. I was in Italy last year, right? And so I was leaving. Oh my God, I had the day. Were you talking about adrenaline rush? I think you saw me when I walked across the Aruka Bridge. I went live.
Yeah, I saw that.
Across the Aruka Bridge, right? So the guy that took me there, he's in another Facebook group, and this is like some small town. You have to do all these twists and turns, and I got the videos to all of this. This guy was literally punching 140 miles per hour to get me to the airport.
Really?
It was like 120 kilometers, and I'm like, bro, slow down. Like when I tell you, my life was like in his hands. I'm like, dude, one wrong turn, and he's like in this Mercedes station wagon. I cannot make this up. It was already the day. Like, I need to write a book about this or make a movie.
326.
Because I literally documented this whole experience. So if y'all want to hear the backstory to this, I'll share this with you. But long story short, short story long, we make it to the Porto airport, and I'm like, dude, if we got an hour and 20 minutes before this flight leaves, and when I tell you I think the flight left at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And when I tell you, we only had I said, dude, it's an hour and 20 minutes away. He literally shaved off like 30 minutes of time.
Wow.
And when I tell you, when I got there, they were just now, and I fly Ryanair. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ryanair or not. But when I got there, they were just now, I had went through security, went through, checking my bags in. And when I finally got to the gate, they were just now starting pre-board. I mean, not the pre-board, but the people who booked they had two separate lines. People who paid the extra tier to have your bags go on board, or the ones who don't pay to have bags.
Yeah.
They have they had two tiers, and my tier had just started. He literally shaved that much time off. I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I'm in Porto, Portugal, and I'm like, I cannot believe this. And great post that I put on my page, right, about this experience, because I said, if I don't document this, I'll forget it, right? I land into Italy, and I'm in Pisa. Pisa has an airport, Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's what the city's known for. I land into Pisa. Before I got off the plane, got inside of the baggage, before we got into baggage claim, whatever, the bags were already there. You know how, like, here in America, they don't have the bags
Mm.
You got to wait for the little turn thing. The bags were already there by the time we got off the plane. I mean, I don't know what America does versus what they do over there to give you a great luggage experience. I have no idea how that works, but neither here nor there. I get on the train, and they say you could take a train in from Pisa into Florence. So make sure, and I'm watching all the YouTube videos, make sure you get the ticket, make sure you validate the ticket. They got two separate trains, a regular train from the Pisa airport to the, Pisa train station. You get off at this stop. And then when you get this ticket, make sure you validate. So I get there, I get on the train, and I'm looking to validate the ticket. And all these people are on the train, and I kid you not, I'm like, where do you validate? They said, oh, you validate outside. And I'm like, the door is now closing. And I'm like, I don't want to get caught up in a situation where, I didn't validate my ticket and I'm stuck with this fine, because me and Tammy already had a previous bad experience about getting on the wrong train, right? So I'm like, okay, we get to the next stop, and this is like the regular train, and it's like stop, like Matt is saying, every stop it has like maybe about 10, 15 stops or something like that, 20 stops. And I'm like, do I get off the train? And I said, something just said, take your bags off the train. So the people at the next stop, they got off. I get my bags. I got these 2 bags plus my laptop bag. I'm struggling over here, right? I'm out of shape. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go over here, put the validation thing on, and then I'm gonna get back on the train. By the time I validated, the doors closed. Thank God I took my bags off the train. If I did not, that would have been a whole nother nightmare. So now I gotta go down the stairs, walk across, go back up the stairs to go talk to an attendant and say, hey, I bought this, did not validate. And the lady, she barely spoke a little bit of English, but she's laughing at me. She's like, oh, you're okay, you're fine. You didn't need to validate. And I'm like, huh? She's like, oh, no, because if they would have stopped you, they would have seen that you had just bought the ticket. I said, I'm not taking no chances. So where do I validate? So I said, okay, I'm going to go back. Escalator is not working. Elevator is not working. You have to take the stairs. There's no, like...
with all the bags.
So now I got to walk up the stairs with these heavy, with this heavy-ass bag. And the bag ain't that heavy, but still, the principle of the matter, you got to walk up all these stairs to go back down, go across, and then go back up, to your actual bridge. To your actual platform number. So I'm like, okay, the next train is a speed train straight into Florence. I cannot make this up. I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, so I got on the one train and I had to take all the stops. The train that I got off of and got on the next one, I actually got to Florence faster than the one that I was on originally. I can't make this up. Like, great. I'm like, oh my God, like, how did that happen? So just like when I tell you, I really need to make a movie about this or make a video about like my experiences in Europe. Like, I have some crazy experiences, man.
Wow. Yeah, I envy you for travel, man. You get around. It's good.
Man, I did that whole trip for under $2,000.
Wow.
So that was, what was that, a month, Matt, that I was gone? 45 days?
Oh, yeah, you were counting the days. It was like 34 days, 28 days, something like that.
Well, find me a nice Airbnb, stick and move. I had, now, in all fairness, I did have a place in Barcelona. I have a good friend of mine. He let me stay at his house. I tried to pay him. He would not let me pay him. He would not let me give him money. And I'm like, sir, I cannot just stay in your house for free. And he's like, no, like, you came all this way. And I'm like, okay, well, where do you want to eat? And so on the last day, he said he wanted to eat at Hard Rock Cafe. And I'm like, bro, out of all the places in the world, you go to Hard Rock Cafe. Okay, cool. All right, so I paid for dinner for us, and he took me to this great observation deck that I didn't even know that even existed, to where you could get like great views of the city of the Sagrada La Familia Church and the castle. It's like, man, we've been to these places, but we've never seen like the views of the man. When I tell you, it was so surreal. So yeah, pretty dope experiences.
Pretty cool.
Now I want to be like Matt and just ride into Penn Station and see how like because Amtrak sucks in the South,
does.
you know, like it really sucks. It's like I've done Amtrak from Birmingham to Atlanta, and I said I'll never do that again. Compared to how the train system works in Europe, I mean, it's the train system in Europe is they say they're gonna get you there on time. They say this is the time, and they get you there on time. Here, and that I don't trust Amtrak like that.
My father went to Florida, and when he took the airplane to Florida, and then on his way back from Florida to New York, he took the Amtrak for 2 days, and he was no complaints. He slept and did whatever.
Oh, it was many years ago, though.
Yeah, many moons ago, more than 30.
Now the crazy thing about it is Amtrak, and I really would like to do this. Amtrak has a travel around the world package. I'm not
Really?
around the world, travel around the United States. So I think they have like stops in like Chicago, somewhere in San Francisco, New York. Then they come down here to Atlanta, and I think they stop somewhere in either Louisiana or Texas. And then it's like a whole trip. I forgot how many days it is. I have to Google it and see how many days it is. But I said I would like to do that. That's a great experience. And then you get off. I think there's like you may get like a day, and then you know for the train, you know, you get to see the city. I mean the country views or the countryside views. I watched many videos on it. I said maybe that might be something on my bucket list to say I've traveled around the United States on Amtrak. So yeah,
I'd like to try that. Didn't Giles, my brother, try that?
I don't know what he did. Didn't
Something
the
like that.
Fordham go Giles
Something
and
like
somebody?
that.
They
I
all
think
went?
Paul and somebody else.
Yeah, I
and-
don't know what they actually
Yeah.
did.
I
The
got
train has a lot of advantages because I mean, driving you have to pay attention to the road, you know, so there's
Yeah.
all that. Flying, there's all the security, and you know, you get crammed into the plane like you're getting sardined into a like a bus. But the Amtrak, you know, I go on Amtrak, everyone's bringing their coffees onto the tram, like, you got that through security? I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's just the train. You know, it's not a plane. You can bring your coffees in. So it's just like a different vibe. Now, in fairness, like, you know, the first hour, the train's almost all empty. And then once you get around Philadelphia, it's every seat is taken. So if you're sitting with an empty seat next to you, that's great. But when you get to Philadelphia, someone gonna be sitting next to you. And then,
for a limited time. Oh no, this is too late. This is 2021. I'm sorry. This is an old deal. Washington, they were doing a deal back in 2021. You could purchase a new rail pass for $2.99 per traveler as opposed to the $4.99 price. And the rail pass allows up to 10 segments in a 30-day period, beginning with customers' first trip, and is valid for 120 days for the purchase. But that's not it. But apparently, I'm trying to Google it right now and see what we can find.
No, I'm thinking that on Tuesday or Monday when I go to work, Star, my supervisor, he's actually working on August schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I could try to put in if she's scheduling for August 13th and just take the days. If I don't use it, I just give it back.
Oh, see.
So you said August 13th, right?
I'll be there August 13th at 8 a.m.
So I'll put in like for a couple of days.
Well, 8:10 to be 8:10 to be exact. Now, look, I'm very impressed with LaGuardia's airport. Man, this is probably one of the outside of their airport. Their airport is probably the best airport that I've ever been to. Portugal has a very sleek airport as well. but
I'm
LaGuardia's
gonna be right
airport
back.
was big,
Mhm.
impressive.
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. I haven't flown, so.
What
I
the
mean, I went in
what?
their bathroom. I'm like, oh my god, like, I mean, who cares? Like, Tammy and I have been places, and you had to pay to use the bathroom. It was like, you pay to use the bathroom, and you have these great experiences, like at the train stations or at the airport.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, you got to pay 50 cents, you got to pay a quarter, you got to pay 15 cents. Well, whatever it is that you have to pay $1 or €1, and then they keep the bathrooms clean. But like, I think we were in Madrid, and that was the train station at that airport. I mean, the train station was beautiful. I was like, God, it even had some smell good. It's like, I don't even want to leave the train station bathroom. Like, this is experience. Like, yes. But
When we flew to Florida, where did we go to JFK?
I don't remember. It's one of the two, right? Yes. Yeah.
They're the ones that have the train, right? The subway.
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
it
so.
called?
Train to the plane.
Yeah, the train that takes you to the airport or something, right?
okay, Google. What is the Amtrak Travel Across America plan?
Oh, that's. Now I just remembered the story. I forgot to tell Matt. The app. Yeah. I got a small story from Matt. That remember that story I was telling you about with the lady with the iPhone?
Yeah.
That her Touch ID wouldn't work on the phone, so she couldn't load any apps. So we were trying to figure out how I didn't know what to do because I was like, I'm not an iPhone guy. So she said she was like, oh, let me call somebody that she regularly talks to about her phone. They weren't available. I said, I'll Google it. I Googled it, and on the first try, it gave me all the AI of Google gave me all the instructions how to shut off her Touch ID, and we were able to load the app in the phone. But I would have ruined the whole. It would have ruined the whole visit if I didn't Google it.
You're an Apple expert.
Yeah.
That's the one you did the AI for, right?
Yeah, it was AI. Yeah, AI. Well, it's built into Google now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys did that? The Google talk to Gemini?
I don't know if it's called Gemini. I don't know. Just the regular search field in Google. It has an AI function.
Oh, okay. So you have an Android phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of Android phone do you have?
Samsung Note 2.
You might have it. You may not. Can you look and see? They may have gave you a new app called Gemini.
It's on the couch.
Oh, let me get it. 1 second. Where is it?
Man, I'm sorry, you're not part of this club right here, man. I'm sorry. Siri, they need some serious updates, man. What's going on with Siri, man?
I cripple Siri. I don't use it.
Oh, he said that crippled it. They should have an app already built in called Gemini, and if it's not, you should definitely. I highly recommend you download it.
Well, I can see that it did a search for Google Gemini. The personal assistant, AI assistant.
Isn't Gemini just on the browser? Built into
No,
Google?
it's the new Google Assistant.
Oh.
But there is
And so
now
there
is a
it's
built-in
all
one.
AI. Yeah, it's all AI. So basically, it'll talk to you, and then they even have a camera feature where you can either share your screen, or you can actually show your computer or show what's in your office, and it can identify everything that's right there. And you can say, I'm having a problem. Can you help me and walk me through the steps? And it literally will walk you through the steps.
I think it says this for iOS too.
Yeah, it's available for iOS. And Matt can put it on his phone. I'm telling you, Matt, you come on
So
over
this
here.
is a voice assistant that you can put on your phone.
Yes.
That's
Yes, it's available on Android, and we talked about this on the Live Tech Show.
That's funny.
You're gonna be blown away with what this thing can do for you, Matt. You're gonna be like, hold up, when I'm doing my reviews, you can just say, and then you got to go in the settings. Here's the crazy thing: you got to go in the settings, and you got to find the voice that you like. And I have mine talking black to me. So whenever I ask a question, it literally, yes, that's it, Matt. That's it. That's it. So I literally went into and said, can you remember to talk? So if you wanted to speak Italian, or you guys are Italian, Stuart, are you Stuart and Laura? Are you what?
No, I'm Spanish and she's Polish and
German.
So if you wanted to speak Polish and German and you wanted to speak Spanish, you can say, I want you to speak like Spanish. You know, you tell it, you literally voice command it to say, can you speak Spanish or Polish, you know, or German? And I want you to remember this until I tell you to change it. And then all of a sudden it's going to start saying certain things, like it'll give you the responses, but it's going to give it to you like in the Spaniard terminology or something that your grandmother would say.
That's
or
funny.
Something like. So I have mine talk to me like I'm black from Atlanta, and it'll be like, I, shawty. I'm like, but saying the word shawty down here is like, what's up, shawty? Like that's how we talk down here, right? And so it's like, or they'll like name popular spots here in Atlanta, and it's like, oh yeah, we move around like.
How do you say for the glory of the empire in Klingon?
It's gotta do it. It's funny.
Common phrase used in Klingon to express "for the glory of the empire" is asterisk, majkwa ej kapla. While majkwa means
Majkwa ej kapla.
So you literally go into settings and find the voice that you like, Matt. And then when you find the voice that you like, then you tell it to talk to you. However, tell them to talk to you like a Pennsylvanian, or you know, a baseball player because you like baseball players, or you like whatever your favorite movie is.
What you hear? Choose me to start talking.
I'm picking the voice now. Okay.
Oh, you picking Ultra? Laura, where's your phone? You got to do this. Like, we're doing a whole social experiment. Come on, Laura. Don't let all the guys be, be the only one.
I do it afterwards.
Oh, Laura, come on.
I just loaded it. I'll use it later.
Now I think I like Eclipse.
Okay, all right. Now open up your camera. There you go. Is that it? I don't know if you got the right one, Stuart. Let me see that again. That's orange. I've never seen orange before.
Yeah, let me see.
Now open up your camera. Hey. So there should be
Google Gemini.
Google.
Right?
I'm so glad.
Oh, maybe it was an ad. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Great, let's get going. Here's one of the voices I have, but there's more to choose from. Swipe to give them a listen.
Now you got to go into Gemini, and on the bottom right-hand side, do you see the 3 lines with the star, Matt?
Oh, I was in. Yeah. I'm on the main page of Gemini.
Yep, on the bottom. Let me see. Go a little. Yeah, so that right next to the microphone, hit that button right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's where I was. Yeah, I was in this one. It was about to say, look around the room.
Now show your camera. To type camera, it should show the camera. And then point it at something in your house and ask it to describe it. Or it says, say, what is this?
This is my Pac-Man light. It has several different modes.
It looks like it has a bunch of different colors and modes. What's your favorite thing about it?
The nostalgic
nostalgia factor. Pac-Man is definitely a classic.
So now you can have a natural conversation with it. So point it at anything in your room right there and just say, "What is this?" And then ask whatever question that you want. Anything.
What is this?
Is that what the interface looks like?
Yes.
It's a
Yes,
serious
Stuart.
instrument.
Okay.
Do you play?
Now hold on, Stuart. Let me see what you put your phone back up because
I
yours
play
is
Fortnite.
not. Hit the plus button, Stuart, because you don't have the, and maybe because yours is the
Ooh,
Note
Sarah
2,
Banks.
because you should have the video feature too.
Well,
What does it say?
when I hit the plus, it shows up with
I
the
like 80s music.
gallery, files, and camera.
All right, type camera and see what it does.
Okay, so let's keep this going. What's something else in the
Just add an image to your prompt.
All right, so I told it a few things, and we had a conversation. Now I got to get it. Now I got to get it being productive. Like, what can it do?
It's sell all my stock for me.
So tell it how do you program? Say, hey, this is whatever this microphone. How can I dial in the settings to make it better? And it will probably tell you how to make the microphone better, or find. You just ask it the question, and it will do it. Whatever the
Okay.
question is. Open up your refrigerator and say, I haven't tried this one yet, but they say that you can open up your refrigerator and you
Wow.
can tell it
Got it?
based off of the settings here. I mean, based off of the ingredients here, what can I make off of this? And
Wow.
it can literally it can tell you ideas that you can make with the food that's there. Or if your car breaks down and you show them, like yesterday, 2 days ago, I was leaving the grocery store and this guy was like, "Can I get a jump?" So I was like, "Yeah, I'll give you a jump." So the battery would not start. He had an electric vehicle. So I was like, "Bruh, I got this old school pickup truck. I guess they just thought that I just had the parts, right? Because I got a Fred Sanford type truck, right? So beat up old pickup truck, and I had the jumper cables. I had the portable jumper cables, and he's got this ionic electric vehicle, and I'm like, why won't it start? And they were telling me, oh, well, it could either be the battery under the hood or it could be the battery under the seat. He didn't even know he had a battery underneath the back passenger seat. He didn't even know that. And I'm like, bro, you got this car and you don't even. He's like, I'm just gonna have to get it towed. And I'm just like, bro, I did all I could do. Like, I jumped it off with my regular cables. I jumped it off with the other set of cables. And he didn't know it. It's like, he got a great car, but I mean, it ain't sexy when it can't go nowhere.
That's true. That's true.
I took a
Yeah,
picture.
I was
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
I was
Oh,
gonna
well.
launch into something. Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead, Stuart.
I took a picture of the subscribe thing that you got there,
Yeah.
and it's saying the image displays a red elongated oval sign with the word subscribe written in the light colored, possibly wooden cutout letters. The sign is attached to a thin wooden stick, suggesting it might be a decorative item, a prop, or a cake topper. It is resting on a white textured surface, which is a napkin, which it's or a napkin or paper towel with the dark. It's amazing how it's describing it. Overall
Then you
impression
should
is
also
that
ask it what its hex codes are. It'll probably give you the hex codes to it as
Not
well.
wrong.
wow.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
I
why you
was-
don't have the Gemini Live feature. Can you open it back up, Stuart, and let me see what you got? 'Cause you
Gemini
should have-
Live.
Yeah. So Matt just did the Gemini Live feature. You
I
don't
don't know.
have. See, that's interesting that you don't have the live feature on your phone. Okay, Google.
Live.
Does
Yeah.
the Gemini Live feature work on the Samsung Note 2?
Note 10.
Oh, you have the Note 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Does the Samsung Note 10 have the Gemini Live feature?
This is weird. I gotta explore it.
You took something else?
No, not yet. Not yet. Just looking at the interface.
They said you need to do an update. I don't know if it's gonna let you hear what Gemini is saying here. Okay, Google, can you hear
Well,
me?
the Note 10 is an older phone, so maybe.
Can the Gemini Note 10 use Gemini Live? Can the Gemini
What is it called? Gemini app for Google?
Yeah, Google Gemini.
Google Gemini?
Yeah, that's all I got. Google first and then Gemini. It's got a little star symbol.
Gemini Live
I don't know
is
if you can see it.
Yeah,
The
see the
second
little
one?
one? The second one. That's the star symbol.
The second
Yeah.
Mine says open, so mine is already on here, I think.
Yeah, if it says open. Yeah.
Open it up, Laura.
So I
Lots
got
of possibilities.
I got the I got Samsung 23 Ultra.
Oh
Yeah, you got a newer phone.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a newer one.
Yeah, I'm behind. That's for
It's
sure.
already there, and Laura didn't even know it was there. Like, you could literally do your job for you. You can be like, how can I make this job a little bit more proficient? And then it'll tell you steps on how to make it proficient.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, that saved my butt on that service call because it literally gave me step by step instead of giving me an article or a video to look at. It actually just laid out exactly what I needed to do. I was just like
Yeah.
blown away.
So I have a
So-
little window in the top
Yeah,
one
that's
of the
it.
corner.
That's it. You got it, Laura. You
I
got
got the
it.
live?
Yeah. Yeah. So the bottom, right
Got
next
it.
to the microphone, in the little search bar, that button right next to the microphone.
Uh-huh.
Three
Tap that.
slashes.
The 3 slashes in the star. Tap that.
So that's the live.
Yep. That's
That's it.
alive. Yep. Ask whatever question
I
you
have to
want.
turn my
Any
volume
question?
up. Oh, but then I lose you guys if I do this.
No, you don't.
Why do you
You
lose
know?
that?
Well, she'll
I
have to
lose
take her
because-
attention
Oh,
away.
because her ears
Yeah, my
her ears are attached to the, so you can disconnect your ears.
Oh, but then I got
Oh, you can't-
listen to you guys.
Just do it. Just try it, because it just did it with mine.
Well, any
Just try
sound
it.
any sound that it's gonna make is gonna go into her ears.
Right. It's only a response. It's only one response.
Yeah, it's
Have a
going live.
conversation with it. Yeah, have a conversation with it. Ask it something.
You're giving me all features and everything.
Well, yeah, but it's
Yeah,
try
you
to
have to-
try to talk to it.
You have to agree to the terms.
Hello?
first.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta agree.
Did you agree to the terms, Laura?
Yeah, she
Hmm?
just did. I saw her clear it.
No, I don't
Yes,
have
she
to
did.
reboot it.
Oh, okay. Because you gotta say yes to the microphone and all that other stuff. Camera.
Well, okay. Tall
Hello?
girl.
Yes, man.
Let me tell you this, because
What time is it?
That's
I,
original.
when I was watching
is
the
the
keynote
weather
speaker,
cold outside?
Mr. Leslie
Queens?
Oh,
Samuel,
New
let me mute
he
her mic.
told me how he automated his workflow, and it was all talking to AI, and AI gave him the answers of how to do it. And he took Notion database and connected it to his ChatGPT Pro and used make.com. So the trifecta was able to do everything. So what he was doing, he's a biologist. He was like, say, an octopus can regrow a limb. Give me a lesson plan out of this. And it would just,
That's cool. Yeah.
and you could see it go through the different phases of the workflow, and it would say, 5%, 20%, 80% done, and then it would go to the next thing, and it was reaching out to ChatGPT, and it was putting it into Make, and then Make was doing this, and it was doing this, and when it was all said and done, he had all the lesson plan and all of the follow-up questions and all the quiz and all of the help text, and it was, but he didn't know how to do it. ChatGPT told him all of the steps to stitch it all together.
Yeah,
Now
that's
that's
amazing.
something I
that's-
can get behind.
Yeah.
So they call that N8N. You have to watch the videos on that because I'm not there yet. But that's literally making your automation. So using a Notion or a Make, and you tell them, hey, I want to create a quiz.
Yeah.
Similar to how you did the
Yeah,
Mario,
Laura.
and you try to every time somebody
It's
types in
cool.
Mario on every day that you do your live, there's some type of automation that it automatically registers, right? So you could literally say, create me a template or create me a lesson plan or whatever on whatever the subject may be, just like he just said, and it will do that.
Laura's.
Canva does the same. Canva does the same. It created me like a whole website. I said, make me an interactive flashcard website that talks about the history of tech, focusing on Apple, Google Pixel, the Oculus, and the PlayStation 5. If I get the question wrong, tell me why I got it wrong. Mix the question back up. Mix the questions back up, and then congratulate me when I get it right. All of a sudden, this whole line of code just started coming down, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And within 2 to 3 minutes, I had an interactive website that just blew my mind away. And I'm like, all you have to do was connect a domain to it, and nobody would have known that it would have came from Canva. So yeah, Matt,
crazy.
This is here, man. Like,
I have a current challenge because I'm using a Chrome extension called
You got a class.
Notion Saver. And what I need to do, tall boy, is I need to have a line in Notion, a record, a row in the database, and I need to populate that row from 2 different websites. One is an Amazon buy page, and the other I already have automated. So what I'm having trouble doing, what I could do is I could go out to both web pages and make 2 separate rows, but I want to smash that all together into one row, and that's where I'm stuck. And I know AI can give me the solution. I just don't know how to tell it to give me the solution.
Tell it just the way you just told it. Say it the exact same way you just said it. Ask Gemini right now. Ask Gemini. Tell them what. Explain your story to Gemini, and let's see what it says. He's about to be blown away, guys.
Laura's got to teach a computer class. This would be good for her to build out the class. Remember, you got to do
Yeah.
You can tell it to build it out for you, the key points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How to break down the class. So just tell them the subject. We're gonna try it later, Laura.
Yeah, no.
So you got to make sure you change and find the voice that you want, Laura.
Is I have a row in Notion with partial data populated, and I want to go out to an Amazon buy page that I point the solution to. So I will tell the solution which buy page to go to, and then extract data from the Amazon buy page and populate it on the current row of my Notion database. And the data coming from the buy page will populate empty cells in the row in Notion. How do I do that?
Okay, I understand. You want to extract data from an Amazon buy page and add it to your Notion database, filling in the empty cells. This is definitely doable with a bit of coding. Do you have any experience with programming languages like Python?
I have experience with PHP.
Okay, great. Since you know PHP, you could use a library like Gout to scrape the Amazon page, and then use the Amazon product API to get the data you need. You can then use the Notion PHP API client to update your Notion database with the scraped data. Does that sound like a good plan?
PHP API? I could probably use that. Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Tell it to make it more simplified.
Yeah, it will.
No, I followed it.
No, tell it to make it more simplified.
Simpler, you could use a browser extension like DataScript.
It's listening
It
to
lets
you.
extract data from web pages without coding. you'd like me to find some options for you to consider?
Yeah. I want to consider some simplified options. Can you hear it okay?
Okay, well, in that
Yeah.
case,
Oh,
yes, I can hear you just fine. How can I help? Just a reminder that I don't provide medical advice or diagnoses. You should.
all right. I'm going to put it on pause because it's kind of hard to do it while we're on the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
now that's the problem. Like if you cut it off, it's gonna hear everything. So then you have to just say, "Can you just repeat that again?" It gets frustrating if it messes up, but you have to tell it.
Yeah.
But you're having a natural conversation. This is your new best friend outside of your wife. This
Yeah.
is your new best friend.
Natural conversations are fun, but what I want is the solution. I don't care how I get there. I mean,
So I could
I-
create something with my weight and everything. Tell me how to
Well,
actually eat.
Yeah,
the right way.
lesson plan, food plan, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Regular
definitely.
Chat GPT was good at that too, man.
Mhm.
But this is interesting because it's all voice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so Perplexity, if you have Perplexity, it does the same on Perplexity, but everybody has Google baked in. The cool thing about Perplexity is it shows you its sources of where they got it from. With Google, you still kind of have to fact check it, if that makes sense. But I mean, the fact that it gives you the information right there, baked into your ecosystem that you're already using, just amazing. Matt's
Yeah.
like smiling, like, "Oh my God, I have something. I got an answer to my problems." Watch, it's
Well-
gonna be on Monday. Like, "Oh my God, it worked."
I don't know. I mean, using a PHP API is pretty high-end technical. I mean, if I could buy an account at make.com, which I think that is like a puzzle piece drag and drop, like easier way to program. I think.
What
that's
about something like
probably-
Active Pieces? Do you think Google Active Pieces, is that similar to what make.com is?
I don't know. No idea. Google.
Because Make is similar to like Zapier, right?
Yes, but I think it's make.com is all automation. If that makes sense.
Okay, search Active Pieces. ActivePieces.com, I believe, is the website.
Google Active Pieces.
You got to use a separate program to scrape the data, don't you?
Google Drive integrations. Is that it? ActivePieces.com. I don't want to
Yeah,
integrate with Google.
But it
That
should
doesn't
have
seem
other
like it.
integrations outside of Google Drive.
All integrations. TikTok, Zoho, DocuSign, Google Sheets, Pipedrive, Slack, Jira Cloud, Komomo, Cloud, Motion, load more.
Yeah, you can, Laura. You can even have the AI do slides for you
Mhm.
for presentation for the class too.
Oh,
Mhm.
I just bought this software called Presenti. Oh my God, this is similar to Gamma. So I mentioned this. Thank you guys so much for watching the show on Wednesday, because when I tell you that was a straight shit show, like when I tell you I was ready to just like throw the whole show away. I was so defeated and discouraged, and Matt was still there at the end. So thank you, Matt. People popped in and just said, "Hey, I see you," but it's like it can only go up from here. But I thought it was going to be very easy to do a vertical live stream. That is probably one of the most difficult things ever.
Yeah,
Because you have to line everything up
yeah. I'm scared of it.
perfectly. and it's funny because all the vMix people are like, "We're not doing it," and I'm like, "Well, James did it on Ecamm. How hard can it be?" And when I started going into the vMix user training group, they were like, "No, we don't do it, and it can be done." But I even called somebody that's a vMix, professional, and he was like, I don't touch it. It was like, dude, y'all better get with this, because people are gonna want to go live on TikTok and Instagram, and you got to be able to give them that feature to be able to do business, and you're not willing to see it from that perspective. I'm out. I haven't met anybody that wants to do live streaming vertical outside of James, and that's where that show Rebooted came.
Scary. It's too scary for me.
It was scary. James wanted to quit in the middle of. I was like, no, dude, we're staying with it. We're not quitting. We're riding this out, right? And we literally rolled it out. And he was like, Tall Boy, you pushed the needle to where we could do it. And I said, no, I wanted to prove that it could be done. We had more viewers. We had more views on live than we had on horizontal. And I was like, I'm not going to horizontal. I want to stick to live. But I didn't know how hard it was. And now when I did it, it was like, oh my God, you literally got to go back and rebuild all of those scenes, and set them for vertical, go into Canva, set your scenes up. You have to literally recreate all those overlays. He did it seamless in the Ecamm, but vMix is not ready for that. They're just not ready for that vertical stream. So neither here nor there. I was ready to quit. I was ready to throw that whole show away. When I got off, when I tell you a sigh of relief, Revis was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I wish I could just take back this whole last hour this hour and a half of my life. Like, this is the worst experience." But all I could think of was it can only go up from here. So,
wow.
I don't know. It's something different. And I'm telling you, when people start doing vertical live streams, you're gonna laugh and be like, man, I remember I was so intimidated by it. But it's no different from Matt doing his Marios. I remember he was trying to figure out how to do it the long way, and he found a way to get it automated. And then now it's seamless now, however he does it. So it's like, once I get it built out, like this is gonna be it. The vertical side of it, from a production standpoint, I think that's going to be it in the next 2 years.
Well, hopefully they make some tools to make it easier. It's
well, Ecamm makes it pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the good thing is the platforms are pushing vertical lives. You get the boost from the platform. It puts it in front of more eyeballs. That's the real reason to do it.
Yeah.
But you're constrained. You're constrained on this. It's all the interface items are overlapping your video, and it's, from a creative point of view, it's hard to swallow that. What do you mean? I got a chat scroll on 50% of my screen's real estate?
That's crazy.
It sucks. But what doesn't suck? Being pushed out to 5 times as many people.
So that's where the Stream Deck comes into play. But to Laura, so a couple things, Laura. What I did for my brother, because my brother works for the federal government up in DC, right? I'm not saying his name, so as long as I don't say his name, it's good. Anyway, he has this big presentation. Well, he had it on Friday, but I guess he pushed it back till Monday. He was trying to figure out how to do whatever it is that he was trying to do. He's not great at creating presentations. And I said, well, what's your presentation on? I literally went into ChatGPT, and every topic that he had, I typed it into ChatGPT, and I said, give me a presentation. ChatGPT, on the free version, gave me a PowerPoint and a PDF of his presentation within 2 minutes. Well, actually, within 45 seconds. Within 2 minutes, I emailed my little brother, and he said, this is everything that I had planned to talk about. So I'm sharing with you, you could take your whole presentation and go into ChatGPT. You can prompt it I've been taking some prompting classes. It's all about how to prompt. Don't just go in there and just give it bland stuff. You have to be very descriptive. So ask it to write a prompt for you even if you have to do it one by one, to give you the prompt, to give you the output that you want, and also the images that you want. And so, so it gives you the prompt, and then all of a sudden it gives you a PowerPoint presentation. I gave him the video, gave him the link to the PowerPoint presentation, but it didn't have it was just a regular PowerPoint presentation with just a white background, blah, 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 blah. He calls me on Friday afternoon and is like, oh my God, this thing called Gamma. Oh my God, this thing called Gamma. And it was like, he sent me the link. And it was nice. It was real nice. I mean, it put all of the slides in it for him. All he had to do was just change out the pictures. And so I had just got access to something called Presenti. It's on AppSumo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that platform or not, but I got Presenti, and it's the alternative to Gamma. I put it in the Presenti, and I said, well, which template do you want? He said, just pick one, pick a random one. And Gamma is more fully baked. Presenti is not as baked as, because I think Presenti does websites, it does social media, and it does PowerPoint presentations. And I think Presenti only does PowerPoint presentations at the moment. It put it in there, and when I tell you, just blown away with the output of what it created. And then now it's just on you to just create, to remove the images and put the images that you want. But when I say it did it in like literally 5 seconds, 10 seconds, it was done. I was just blown away. Let me see if I can show you this.
Yeah, I can handle that. Just
look at this 18-second video here. Let me see. Come on, turn.
That's washed out.
Also,
Now.
let's turn the brightness way.
I mean, it's literally building it. Like it built it in literally 25 seconds. Because I was like, it was at slide 3 when I pressed record. I thought I had time. It literally was like done in 20 seconds, like the whole presentation. And it was like, now you just have to go in and change your colors and change, add whatever pictures or video that you want, and you can, make whatever tweaks it.
Yeah, Matt's got a question. Matt's got a question there.
I got an AI question for you, Topo. All right, so you're sparking my interest now. So I have a slide deck. That I'm going to do an edited video for, and I'm going to walk through hardware and software and some other concepts like J-cut, L-cut, pacing, story arc, things like that. Could I throw all those terms into an AI and have it return images for those things with transparent backgrounds? How would you do that? Would you just dump it as a text, or would you give it? It's a Google sheet.
Oh, watch this. Can I share my screen on here?
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
There's a red toggle screen. It's a little computer.
Hold on.
You're called too, right?
Share screen. How do you do this? Share screen.
Pick your monitor.
There we go. How do you share the screen?
Advanced lets you share. Huh?
It says cancel microphone, auto gain for stereo, toggle camera preview. Oh, toggle screen sharing. There we go. All right, let's go here. All right, now watch this. Chat GPT. Yeah. And you said you want what again? You said J-cut. You want images for...
Images for terms about hardware, software, and design concepts.
Okay, watch this.
And I have...
Hold on 1 second. Create a prompt that will give...
He's typing, I don't see it.
Me...
He's not typing in there, right?
That will give me images.
Must be on another tab.
Oh, it's not showing the browser. Hold on one second. Stop sharing, and then share. And we're gonna go to ChatGPT. There we go. There you go. Create a prompt that will give me images that describe DESCRIBE that will describe. You said JCut.
Oh, well, let's make it simple. Hardware and software logos. Not describe. Images that will give me images of hardware and software logos that are mentioned in a Google Sheet presentation or a Google what's it called? Google Slides presentation.
Create a prompt that will give me images of logos,
hardware and software companies mentioned on a Google slide deck.
software companies that mention what?
That appear, not mentioned, that appear on a Google slide presentation.
All right, so you see this, it says a digital Google slide presentation open on a laptop screen. The current slide is a clean, modern layout with a white background and minimal. In the center of the slide are several high-resolution logos of well-known software companies such as Microsoft, Adobe, Salesforce, Zoom, Google, and Slack.
Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly quite. Because let me show you. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, show me what you want, and then I can see if I can prompt it for you.
Okay. So here I'm mentioning Apple computers, phones, tablets, watches, and these companies: Rode, Shure, Heil, Hollyland, Elgato, OBSBot. Like, how can I tell AI I want a logo or image of these things and these things, ideally with a transparent background? But
okay,
I have
each
slide, because like this slide has this many.
I got you. Give me 1 second. So leave that on the screen. So I can leave that on the screen for me, please.
Okay.
Go back to the other one.
This is a good one to start with.
Yeah. They show me images of logos of Rode, Shure, HEIL. Go back. No. Go back to yours. How Hollyland. Elgato and OBSBOT, and then you said and you that appear on a Google slide presentation and is a transparent transparent background, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ideally, I would like it to scan the whole slide deck and just pull out the things based on this description. But I could give it just a delimited list. But I'd have to copy and paste 18 times.
Also, show images of computers, phones, and tablets.
So we're getting a preview of Matt's secret philosophy for content creation.
Yeah. You're hearing it first,
Okay.
Stuart Rivera
Yeah.
audience.
All right, so show my screen here, right here. Go back on my screen, or do I need to start sharing again?
I'll stop.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Oh, 1 second.
All right, so you see the prompt that I have here in the down here at the bottom, right? You see this prompt, create.
Oh,
You have to share first.
you're not sharing your screen.
I'm not. Oh, okay.
Okay, now we go.
So create a prompt that will give me images of logos of Road, Shore, How, Hollyland, Elgato, Obsbot, and appear on a Google slide presentation, and is a transparent background. Also show images of computers, phones, tablet, and watches. Is that right?
Okay, my only thoughts here are, by giving it the Road, Shore, Hollyland examples, I think you're confusing the prompt, because what I really wanted to do is just read my slide deck and pull this stuff out. But basically, I just want those logos up.
Right, you just want the logos, right?
I want the logos, yeah.
Okay, so hold on, give me 1 second. So we're gonna go here, and then give me 1 second. We're gonna try this, and we're gonna go over here to.
I thought the prompt could be like, look at this deck and give me logos of hardware and software companies that are mentioned in the deck. Boom.
Maybe you can.
That would be fun. If I got a whole folder full of logos. Because I would Google these onesie twosies and then find the one I want, and then just it would take me, an hour to go through the 18 slides. Each slide has between 0 and 9 assets on it.
All right, so I'm on this here. Let's see. This website here called FreePick. Now let's just see what it does. And it's probably not going to do it because it's doing 1 by 1 square, but we probably need to do them 1 by 1. Hey, babe.
This is very important.
What?
That bag, that alcohol bag. Remember the bag that you showed me the picture of, where you can put the alcohol in the bag and carry it around, and that is strong. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. You know what bag I'm talking about? It was a plastic bag, and you could put alcohol in it. You pour that alcohol in it. So like when we go to the park, I could just walk around with the bag.
I don't remember that.
Nigga, I need you
to... Tammy tripping, man.
No, I'm not tripping.
Tammy said she needed a bag. She said, I found a bag for it.
No, I found the bag.
I found the bag, and now she want me to re-find the bag, and you just missed the bag? I showed it to you?
Yeah, you just showed it to me on your phone.
I don't remember, but babe, you can join this conversation with us. Okay, well,
I'm not dressed. I'm dressed for bed, but I was thinking about it.
Okay, babe, I got you.
I was thinking about it. I need the bag.
Okay, I'll look for it. We'll
It's
find it.
plastic,
Okay.
and it has this. I think it has a straw.
Okay, well, babe, we'll talk about it when I get off live, okay? I love you. Okay.
Don't forget.
Nat, do you see this image here? Matt, do you see this image?
Yeah, I see it.
Is that what you're talking about right there?
Yes, but those aren't the logos for those companies.
It's like it created them or something.
It invented logos for those companies.
That's not the Hollyland logo?
Nope.
No, it's not.
Well, actually, that one might be. And no, it's not. Hollyland looks like a like two L's in the lightning bolt fashion. Here, let me. Wouldn't the prompt be something like this?
I'm
I
stop
just sent
sharing
you a
on my
Facebook.
side.
I just sent you a Facebook Messenger, and I'll do it to Laura and Stuart as well. Give me a prompt that will look at the slides on a Google slide presentation and locate hardware and software companies mentioned on. Wow. That will locate logos of. Shit. It's kind of close.
Well, you know it can do it because you just saw. You know it can do it because it can show. It just showed the logos that was designed, right? So you know that it can do it. It's just being formatted in the. And then if you take the PNG of how do I get back to you guys? Why am I only on the screen?
Oh, sorry, I was daydreaming for a second.
Oh. If you take, so you know it can do it because it just showed you what it can do, right? So it's just a matter of you taking that image. So if you right click on the Hollyland logo, and I know you got a free account, so you may have to open up 2 or 3 accounts on OpenAI because there's only so many images that they'll give you. But you can ask it to give you a prompt for this logo.
I think it just did.
And it will upload the
other one.
I think this is it right here.
There you go.
And then I have to say, here's the link to the Google slide, and it should work.
There you go.
Should I try it?
Yay!
I think I'm gonna try it.
We're here, Matt. Why not? We got you, man.
I'm gonna copy the link.
You can ask.
This is not on Gemini. This is on ChatGPT.
You can ask ChatGPT to make you prompts.
So it's better to create the prompt and ask for the prompt in ChatGPT because if you do it in Gemini, it's going to create a cheesy logo and you're going to be upset. You're wasting your time on Gemini. But ChatGPT.
Should I run the prompt in ChatGPT?
No. Can you send me? Well, try it and see what it does. So I can
go to Gemini if you want.
No, Gemini's not going to give you the image that you want. You'll probably get a better image out of ChatGPT than you will here. But you normally take that prompt and then go take that prompt that you just gave, but it will only give you an image. But just run it. Let's see what happens. Make sure you put the name of the company. Make sure fill out the answers there.
For each company identified, return the name of the company. Whether it is a hardware or software company, I don't really care about that.
So take that out. So just take that part out. Yeah.
A link to the company's official logo, or attach the logo image if possible.
Oh, you can run the links too. Oh.
A brief context. No, I don't want that. I know what I wrote. I don't need it to tell me what I wrote. Only include companies directly referenced. I think. Okay, I'll keep that. And then I think I have to.
So now type in the name of the companies right there, the name of the company. So the name of the company underneath it, type in the names of the companies that you want. No, underneath the. Yeah. So type in road.
So there's the hyperlink to the Google Sheet or the Google slide deck. Okay, I think this should do it.
No, but you got to type in the name of the companies that you want. Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
It's saying analyze the slides, identify them yourself.
You're right. Okay, go ahead. Run it.
So
see what it does.
Copy that to the clipboard.
Tammy, you said it's a bag with a straw?
I can't directly access or analyze content on a Google Slides link. Oh no. Export and up. Okay, let me upload it as a PDF.
Yeah, that's good. Uploading.
Says
Matt, can you send me that presentation?
yeah, you'll get pissed if you read the contents of it.
I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna show you what this Presenti thing can do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me finish this prompt.
I'm gonna put. Yeah.
Let me-
Well, Tammy, tell me more about this bag. I'm. Come on now. It's a. Tell me what the bag do.
That's what it does.
A bag for alcohol?
Yeah, but I don't want the bag. The bags that they're showing is showing that you could put like alcohol, like cans or bottles of alcohol.
Something like that right there.
I don't want that. No.
Oh,
Oh, it's
I told
doing
you
it?
I was dressed
Oh, there's the
big.
images populating.
You're not on
Yeah.
camera. The camera.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that right
populating.
No,
Yeah.
That bag right there.
no. It's gonna look something like this, and I could carry it around.
That's at Walmart for $20. This one's $19.99 right there.
I don't know why they coming in so slow though.
it didn't do them all. DaVinci Resolve is broke.
He's on a free account, so there's only so much that it's gonna do.
It asked me if I wanted a downloadable
It's
bundle,
gonna
and I
look
said
something
yes.
like, but plastic. It was plastic see-through. I shouldn't have to help you find something that you found for me.
Because I don't know what you're talking about. So it's none of these.
No, no,
Not that one right there.
no, no. It looked like a beach bag.
You're not giving me any context. Like you gotta help me make it. You gotta help me make it. So that's what's coming up
Did
in
I
the clear.
help you?
What about this clear beach bag?
No. Cause see, it just carried a bottle,
Multiple
and it didn't
logos,
carry the
organized.
bottle. It carried
label.
the alcohol. So, like, if we went to Piedmont Park,
This right here.
you found it.
You're welcome.
$41.
$31.80.
31.
Well, maybe 1940, one beer. Oh, this does 5 beers, 1 beer bucket, but that's not it. But that does the alcohol. So take
What
a screenshot
media?
of that image here and say, where can I find this image? Where can I find that? I don't know what to tell you. Don't be looking at me. I'm Beyonce'd out, nigga. Love me.
You ain't did no Beyonce in 2 years.
So, okay, well.
It gave you links to
yes, I
the
did.
images.
What you get for Christmas?
It gave me links
A
to
scarf?
There you go. Bye.
Yeah, it did.
Bye. I love you. Give me a kiss.
Well, if he wasn't on screen with these white people.
You don't give me no kiss. Came out here whining and shit. Can you give me something to drink, babe? Oh, that's all right. I'll get up and get it myself. No, don't worry. I'll get it.
When I was asking you for something to drink, and you told me to take a screenshot.
I mean, you in the middle of what I got
just
going
told
on.
you to,
I found
give
it.
me
I found it
something to
within.
drink.
I found it within 10 minutes.
And you said, and you told me, go
Read
figure
your
it
shirt.
out.
Good. Read your shirt.
I'm not reading nothing.
Read your shirt.
I know what my shirt say,
Okay, dude.
but
I gave you what you asked
you
for.
want something.
Tammy, I'm live. Like, really? This is what we doing?
I'm giving you what you asked for. I made sure you had juice in the refrigerator. There you go. There you go. while I take the screenshot. I gotta get me a pimp daddy because you suck.
You got a pimp daddy.
I gotta take a picture.
You want me to email it to you?
Which one on this show?
I love it.
You got a hot mic, man.
I got a hot mic.
He sucks. He sucks.
How do I have a hot mic? I had the whole thing muted. Like, golly, man.
Muted? It wasn't muted.
It was muted. My microphone was muted.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Roll back the tape.
Roll back.
Oh, well.
Do playback.
Okay, I got a rant because he has. How much juice you got in there, boo?
One thing of Simply.
No.
There's only one thing of Simply in there.
How much juice do you have?
I got 2 things of Tropicana.
It's a lot of juice.
And one Gatorade.
You said.
And I got that blue. I paid for this.
No, you didn't.
I cashed out you the money.
No, the hell you didn't.
Look at your cash app. Bye.
All I asked
You got your stuff. You got
buy
your
the bag.
No, I'm not. But I'm not buying you. No, I'm Beyonce'd out. No, I'm not. No.
What the bag got to do with Beyonce?
Because you're gonna use it and find a way to sneak it into a Beyonce concert when she comes to Atlanta. No, I'm not. Love you. Give me a kiss. Laura and Stuart, y'all don't have to go through this kind of stuff, do y'all?
Occasionally. I think every couple has to eventually,
He gonna want to eat tomorrow.
What they got to do with buying a bag? I'm not buying a bag.
He gonna want to eat tomorrow.
Why don't you just come on camera?
I'm not coming on camera.
Well, put the hat back on and roll over here.
I'm just a bit because I'm mad because I was gonna cook real good for you tomorrow. Now
You always cook real good. I
Now
appreciate
you
it.
ain't getting shit. Like you always
Matt, stop laughing, man. Look, she just slammed the door. She's just trying to cause a scene, y'all. I'm not doing this with her.
Tell about you. So you found the product that she needed to order. So you did what she wanted, but yet she's mad at you.
Well, he
Am I
didn't buy
following
it.
this?
Yeah, because she wanted me to buy it because she saw the price.
It's
So when
hard.
she saw the price, it was like, no, I'm not paying for that. You're going to pay for that. And I'm looking like, hold up, you just, in midstream, she literally came to me and was like, I want this bag, and can you find this bag for me? And I'm like, babe, what are you talking about? Like, you was in there watching a movie. I came out here to do the jump on the
The
stream.
thing that Nita
and all of a
found
sudden
was the
it's a-
buy page to the bag. It
Huh?
wasn't a physical bag you have. It wasn't a physical bag that you have. It was a buy page of a bag that she wanted to purchase.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes. Right. I didn't know all of this. She said I didn't understand the original context in the beginning. I didn't understand what she was asking for. And then I said, okay, well, while you were looking for what you were looking for, I said, well, let me just be attentive to her needs, and let me see if I can find it. And then she comes out, no, this is not it, and that's not it, and
Yeah.
no, not that one. Oh, yes, this
Yeah.
is the one.
Yeah, we heard the whole thing.
Okay. I thought it was a
Now, why
physical
is my-
item she lost.
Why is my A10 Mini? Now, my A10 Mini is not, I mean, not A10 Mini, my Rodecaster Pro 2, the microphone, you're right, it's not because, why is it not connected?
You're not attentive if you don't buy the bag. You know that, right?
I'm not doing the
just saying.
spoiled stuff with you tonight. I'm not doing that. I love you. I love you. Say you love me back.
I love you back.
She says, I love me back. I can't. All right, Matt, how did the logo work? How did the logo work, Matt?
I love you. Good night.
Oh, it It said there were network issues, and it gave me links to the Wikipedia logos for most of them, and it gave me links to websites of the ones that weren't on Wikipedia. So it was partially successful.
It didn't
Do you
collect.
want
It didn't do the
PDF
download?
or the Google slide presentation of it?
Yeah.
It didn't give you a download? No?
No,
Can you
it
hear
said
me?
there was.
Oh, network.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
check
why
your
is
check your Facebook messages. That's
I
the
see
slide
it.
deck. It's a view only access to the sheet, to the slide deck. I don't know if you'll have to. If you want it ripped down to a PDF, I have that too.
Let me see. Is that a what you just sent me is a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation?
Neither. It's a Google slide deck presentation.
Okay, let's see if it
It's a
works.
one-
I don't
it's
know.
a-
Let's just see if it works.
I'll be right back. One sec.
This is
I'm sorry
PowerPoint.
for my
I
drama,
don't
y'all.
do.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
I do.
fun.
Yeah, at my expense. Yeah,
Are
at
we
my
over
expense.
2 hours?
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
at my expense. Okay, let's see. Matt sent me something via.
I'm hungry. Let me mute my mic for a second.
Yeah.
Can I download?
Yeah,
this?
you can hear me, but they can't.
Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear the wrapper crinkling.
You hear my voice?
Yes, we do.
I hear your voice,
Oh,
and I hear the wrapper.
We're all hot. Yeah, now we can't hear you. All right.
You
Matt,
turned
I need
me
you to-
off?
I
Yeah.
need you. This is
You're on
you
mute.
only. Can you give me this in a PDF or in a PowerPoint
Yeah.
presentation? Because I don't
PDF
think
I
it's gonna
can.
I don't think it's gonna give me a link.
All right, PDF coming at you.
And then I'm gonna share this screen. Look, you have me. Can you hear me now? The mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4. You can still hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I can hear you.
So why is my mic?
All right.
I got it set to the Rodecaster Pro 2. What?
PDF sent.
I see it. So why are you still able to hear me?
We can't determine that.
Can you
on
hear
our
me now?
end.
Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Yes.
1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. What in the world?
Yep,
Oh.
yes.
Oh, hold on.
This is my I can hear you thumbs up.
Yeah, let me see. It's probably in my audio. Default microphone is set to Rodecaster Pro 2. Why are you still able to hear me and I have my microphone set to Rodecaster Pro 2 chat? And I'm muted. My input. That's weird. Teaching me something new, guys. Okay. I don't know. Hit cancel. I don't know. Let me go ahead and do Matt's thing real quick. Let me share my screen. And we're going to go over here to share screen. And we're going to go to my files.
One of my batteries is really low on my hearing aids.
Oh no. We should probably jump off this call here.
All right, you see this here. And then we're going to go to generate presentation, convert file, AI beautiful slide, my files. Let me see what we have here. Create. Okay. And sorry, Matt. Go get a PowerPoint presentation.
So what is this doing? This is just bringing it into Prezi.
Presentee, yeah, it's gonna put it in the Presentee. You're gonna pick the template that you like, and then it's gonna generate all of your files for you.
By files, do you mean JPEGs of the logos?
No,
I don't need
not
it
the
to
logo.
create this. I don't need it to
Hold
create
on.
the slides for me. I just need the logos.
Well, the logos, you're going to probably have to do a prompt for each one. So I'm giving you the cheat sheet to this right now. How AI reformats and regenerates, AI extracts original context and generates. You wanted to expand it, or you wanted to keep the original content and generate it?
I don't need it to do anything to the slides. I just need my images.
Matt, it's for demonstration purposes.
Well, it's all the same to me. Whichever one touches it the least.
Well, it's AI. It's not necessarily the least. But here we go.
Whichever one graphically changes it the least.
Here's your template name.
Yeah. Oh God.
Pick a color on your right-hand side.
The one that's mostly green.
It's
Just
mostly
want my images.
green.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Mostly
Give me my
green.
images.
That sounds like the most. That looks like the mostly green one that's out there.
Why would it use serif typefaces? Hello.
You can change this. You can change that. You can, once you get this, you can change that.
Get the one with that. Go the one with that girl with her arms crossed. Down, down, down. Right there. There you go. Sans serif. Hello.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Hit continue.
I think we're going off course.
To get
We're
your
straying
logo,
from the mission.
I'm sharing with you for you to please go to ChatGPT and ask for the logo of each one, and it will give you the logo. Ask it to give you a. Huh?
I did that, and it got close. I just think I'm on the free plan.
Yeah. So I'm saying do the logo for each logo, and it will give you the logo that you want. But my thing is, why don't you just take the individual logos and just right click and save the individual logos to your presentation?
Because some of them, well, it gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It gave me 14 logos, and 7 of them are usable, and the other 7 just go to the website, and then the image is all embedded in the HTML and won't right click down to the desktop because they're embedded. So if I have to, I could just search a Google search for Apple and click over to the Google Images and then just grab one. The whole point was I thought AI could make this easier and just give me a basket full of exactly what I wanted in one shot. We're not doing that. Now you're muted. You're muted.
Now he gets muted, huh?
Now he can't come off mute. Oh no. Can't hear you.
It kicked in.
This is the problem with Windows. Windows people only have this problem. When a Mac person has a mute, unmute, they go, oh, okay, and then it's figured out. When a Windows person has it, it's like, it's all over the nebulous thing.
Now we lost him.
Oh, he just left. Oh, now he's back.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I just reconnected. I don't know why. I don't know why it was doing that.
Okay.
So Matt, I think you're just gonna have to individually ask for the prompts in Chat GPT to give you the prompts that you're asking.
Okay. Which would be equal labor of just Googling in Google Images.
Well, I think you're using AI wrong, but that's just my personal hot take on it. I think that
I'm using AI wrong. How am I using AI
you're saying
wrong?
that you wanted to give you the image. You wanted to give you all of the images. You wanted to give you all of the images, and you're not the prompts that you're asking for. You have to individually ask for those images. You could probably do 2 at a
No, I
time,
don't.
but you're.
I don't have to. I want to say, here's my slide deck. Give me all the images. That's what I want.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. You just I'm not that advanced. I'm not that advanced.
Okay.
But y'all saw how quickly I was able to format his presentation inside of Presenti.
Yeah.
So you already have an idea of what it is, Laura, and then you put in your documents or whatever the case may be. I'm putting your information, and it created the slides in less than 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. Not even looking at his presentation, you saw how fast it created what it created. You found the template that you want, and then I'll send this over to him, and then he can put, if he wants to use it, he should be able to go in to PowerPoint or whatever, Google Slides, and he should be able to edit this.
Yeah,
it allows me to export it in a PNG, JPEG, PDF, or PowerPoint, and we're going to call this mess.
The slides are too busy. You know, I won't be needing the slide formatting.
Oh,
I needed.
Gotcha.
Thank you though, but I needed. See this.
You want the images? He wants the images.
I want the images. But I'll get them.
I gave you the images. It's just not the ones that you wanted. Like the one that gave you.
Look, it came close. Look at this. Like so here, it was doing them for some, but not like Adobe didn't do it, and then DaVinci Resolve didn't do it, and it asks me would you like this in an organized? It said, do you want me to download it? And I said yes, and it said it can't do it, and now it's calling out to Wikipedia. See, these are good because they're all transparent, but then like this one, like I can't. Well, I guess that one I could do. Which one was? I do Shore Road. Look, like see how that's not an image. Like I can't. I can copy the link. I can't copy the image address. So like this one,
unfortunately, you're just gonna have to. You just got to go to Google and pull. I'd rather it give me 8 or 9, and then I only have to go pull 2 or 3, as opposed to having to do
right, which it did. It gave me half. I have half.
Go back.
So that's good.
Now go back. Now I would go back and say, can you go back and recreate for the ones that it did not create, and see if it will give you those. So go back and repeat the process and just and give you the one. And no, seriously, I would literally ask it for the ones it did not give you. Ask it to recreate those only, and then say, can you recreate? But I only want 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
All right.
Just the ones that it's not giving you.
Yeah. Oops. Copy. Okay.
Go company's wrong. Oh.
Okay, so there we go. Well, now we're getting somewhere.
Well, look at what you got there.
Oh, we got three of the 6. Oh, half
Now go
again.
back and now go back and run the other 3.
Oh, forget I was muted. Half
Okay.
again.
No images found in public queries.
You
No
muted or
transparent found.
Oh, now I'm on.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I have a leg cramp. Ow. Ugh.
Well, there you
Okay.
go, man.
All right, I'm on my way. I'm having a
Look,
health
I
problem
helped you with half of the battle, brother.
Well, you got more. So I had 7 good ones, and now I have 3 good ones. I have 4 left out of
So
out
go
of
back.
14.
So go back and run. So go back and run one a piece and see what happens.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Sorry. I'm having a leg issue. All right. Good Lord.
Cramp.
Laura,
Yeah.
this is your see it happen live, and now you know that it can be done. And like, just make sure you're taking notes tonight and be like, how did they do that again?
So what'd you say
watch
the
replay.
name
We've
of
been
that?
going a
was-
long time. I'm gonna have to jump off here. I got
that-
to let the dogs out.
What was the name of that? Presenti?
Presenti, yeah. Presenti.ai.
Presenti. Remember that.
I
If
think
you
we're all
need
getting
access to
tired.
if
No.
you need access, I think
No,
he
I'm
said he
still
was
here.
going to tap out. Oh, if you
I'm
need
not,
access
I'm
to it,
standing.
just let me know. There's no need in y'all spend. We'll talk offline. That's all I'll say. I don't. We're online. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Too much information. Let's just have a conversation offline. I got you.
Tall boy, you are a wealth of knowledge, my friend.
Yeah, it's
And
I
interesting.
appreciate it.
No, please use that Google Gemini.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
telling
try.
you,
Yes.
both on that.
It's
both
on my
on the
phone now.
iOS. Yeah, both on iOS and Android. I mean, you'll be amazed at what it can do, and I think a lot of people just don't understand how powerful that. I think you got to remember when Matt. How old are you?
54.
Yeah, so back in Matt's day, Stuart, I think you're a little bit younger. Are you around the same age or younger?
Yeah,
In 3
53.
weeks, I'll be
You're
55.
53.
Okay, so in y'all's
Well, I'll be
age,
54 in a couple days.
oh, okay. In
No,
y'all's
you're going
day,
to be 53 in a couple
Oh, 53 in a
days.
couple days. Sorry, Laura corrected me.
I mean, if you want
In
to be
y'all-
54, that
in y'all's
forget.
day and age, there was the encyclopedia, and when I was in high school, the internet was just now being introduced in '94, right? So the internet was just now being introduced. Nobody knew what it was, but by 2000, people were Googling everything, and Google just sends you to the links. And I think AI is about to,
Yeah.
like you just said, Stuart.
Yeah.
The AI is going to it's going to make you rethink how you do life. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we're behind the 8 ball when it comes to this because we're so accustomed to doing it 2 different generations. You know,
Yeah.
encyclopedia, looking it up, doing the research, Google giving you the links and driving you straight to it. Now AI is telling you what it is, and then now instead of you doing all that busy work or research, is giving you the work, and now you have to. AI is saying, "Here's your answer. Now go apply it." But now we have to reshift our thinking and say, "Give me my response." So then I can go take that time to apply. But I think that we have not figured that part out. But I think that the teenagers and the
They will.
people
Yeah.
that the kids that are in elementary and middle school, this is the only way that they know. So because this is the only way that they know, they don't have to rethink how Google worked when it first came out in 94 to 2000. They don't have to think about, well, we had to cite our sources. They don't have to look at it like that because it gives them the information. So now we're looking at it as we're intimidated by it because how does it work? How does it make us useful? But once there's a clear definition on what AI is to where it's explained, I think the light bulb is going to start to go off on people. But right now, I just think that we're just so all over the place that like I said, it can do presentations, images, videos, processes. It can create the list of groceries for you on the budget that you set it for. It can give you the whole marketing plan. It can do tutorials on how
crazy.
It does it all for you, but there's no clear definition
But like,
on how to make it work for you.
not to get into a whole other topic, but just to say with the pictures, with the AI, like I have on my phone where you can bleep somebody out, and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not to get like elaborating.
Hold up, it
'cause
can do what?
You can cut the people
Yeah,
out.
the
on
photo
the
editing,
pictures
you
on
can
the
you
phone
can take
with
whole
the
people
AI
out of
and
pictures
everything,
and stuff. In like 2 clicks, you're just missing or taking somebody out of a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
just and so somebody like us, we're looking at it like, what in the world? Like, we've never seen. I took an image of my great grandmother, black and white. The picture had to have been taken in the 30s or the 40s, and I just said, keep it in its. I own the rights to this photo. Give me this in a colorized format, and do not change the period. Do not change the time. Leave the photo in its original state, but just give me color to the pieces.
Yeah.
I sent the picture over to my grandmother, and when I texted to her, the first thing that came out of her mouth was, "Oh, mama, oh, this is nice." And I said, "You don't get it, do you?" And she's like, "No, what is it?" I said, "It's in color." And she said, "Huh?" I said, so I texted her the other image. I said, "This is the image that's sitting on your dresser in your bedroom, right?" I said, "But look at the new image. It's in color." She literally just was like, "Oh my God, it is. Oh my God. Oh my God." Like she literally just like went into a whole different, like she didn't get it. And it was like, trying to, but you have to
Yeah, but
break
it looked good
down
enough that it was natural that she was just like, oh,
It was
okay.
so perfect.
yeah. And it was like, hold up, this picture was taken in the 30s and the 40s. Like, they didn't have black and white. She's like, "Oh yeah, they had something called Technicolor, and it was expensive, but we didn't have all of that back then." And it's like, to know that, and I want to say that that picture of my great grandmother was in the 20s or the 30s. So, because she was like a teenager, or a teenager or her early 20s. But to see that picture came in color, and that's amazing, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
All right. I think we're all turning into pumpkins.
It's a little late. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it
Thanks
was a
for
great
hosting
show.
I'm glad I
us.
tapped
learned
in
a
with you
lot.
guys.
Yeah.
Long
No,
time no
Extremely
see.
happy.
I'm glad you came
August 13th, guys. We'll be in New York. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt,
we'll
I'm
see
gonna
if we
try
can
to
make
put
it
in
work.
for it.
pull up in New York, Matt. Pull up at Penn Station, Matt.
Yeah.
You got. Hey,
I
you
probably
got
won't get
60
there
days.
till 10. But yeah.
No, well, look, we don't land till. Well, I don't land till 8. I don't know what time Tammy lands, but I don't land till 8. So by the time we could all meet around 11 o'clock, if you guys want to make a commitment to it, that way it gives everybody time to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah, we gotta have a meetup sooner or later.
Yeah. So,
I'll try and make it happen.
Look,
I'm out of
I've been to
town
New
2
York
weeks
multiple
before that.
times. I've been to New York multiple times, Stuart. Y'all are just not, hey.
Yeah. I hear
All right,
you.
guys, I gotta go. I gotta take this call. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all be good.
Bye.
Tallboy, thanks so
Okay.
much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Tallboy.
Thanks for hosting us, Stuart and Laura. I know we went long. It sucks, but
Yeah, that's all right.
hey,
Sometimes
it
that
was,
happens.
It was all worth it. It was.
Yeah, some
we
interesting
enjoyed it.
stuff. Yeah.
Learned something
right.
new.
Have a good one. Work out your
Have a
leg.
good.
Work out that cramp.
health problem resolved. It's all good.
Okay.
Okay.
Peace.
See you next week, man.
Night.
Peace. Intro, outro.